Hello and welcome to this podcast edition of Sam's Alternatives with me, Sam, episode 53. Shortly I'll be chatting to Jayden, Callen and also Eric from Perth Heavy Alt Rock band Heaven Alone. A few things just before we get into the interview. Latest releases. Shady Maze just dropped Vampire today. Also new releases from Cheapskate, Kool-Aid Communion, Edit the Empire and Double Dragon this week. Interviews coming up Tuesday the 8th of January, Pendle Hill. Tuesday the 13th of January, Seek Misery. Sunday the 18th of January, Virtue. Saturday the 24th of January, Run Your Mouth. Sunday the 1st of February, New Age. Thursday the 12th of February, Deadskin. Tuesday the 17th of February, Indieski. Sunday the 22nd of February, The Cooler Bars. Sunday the 1st of March, Greedy Bunch of Parasites. Saturday the 7th of March, Grimlock. Tuesday the 10th of March, Sheepdog Inc. And Sunday the 15th of March is Swords Bros. So heaps happening, heaps of gigs happening, especially over the next couple of weeks. With Nicolas Cage Fighter doing a tour around Australia with Iocaste, Virtues and Cultists. They're playing Frankston, Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, among other places. All right, Jayden's in the lobby. I'll let Jayden in and we'll start this interview. Hello. Oh. Hello.
Sure.
Hello? I can hear you, Eric.
You hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. I can't hear Kingy, though.
Yeah, what's new?
I'll leave that one.
Wow.
How you going?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you
Yeah.
now, I just can't see you.
Turn your camera
hang
on.
Oh, hang on.
There we
I
go.
think it's working
Perfect.
now.
Well,
on?
I was going to say evening, but it's actually afternoon in Perth. So it's technically
It is,
evening
bro.
in Melbourne, but afternoon in Perth,
What's-
obviously. So I'll say good afternoon, evening to Eric and Jayden then. That might make more sense.
I just woke up, so it might as well be morning.
Yeah.
I was going to say that.
Nah.
How's things over in WA at the moment?
Bloody hot, man.
Oh, yeah.
I set up outside and I had like all the noise plugins and everything to drown out the wind, and I was like, fuck this, bro. I'll come back in. I'll come back inside.
Oh,
I've
do you
got the
wanna
AC blasting, so I'm good.
Do you want to switch weather? Like, it's not bad here in Gippsland. It's only about 25 degrees and mild
Oh.
windy. So, but then
What's the catch? What's the catch?
it's going to be 30 degrees plus for the next 5 days. There's a catch.
Nah, I've acclimated, mate. I'm all good.
All right.
I didn't just wake up. I came out the pool.
Well,
I'm
you should
all
be
good.
on a summer's day, Eric.
Exactly, mate. When's the last time you've been in a pool?
A long time.
Oh, how's that?
Let's just say I don't like to show my body in the pool because
Oh, bro, join the club. Us three here,
Same.
bro.
I'm not exactly Zac Efron body type. Trust me.
Yeah, but what's going on, bro?
That we're getting into body transformations and body images. I thought this was Heaven Alone, not how to get trim in 10
Hey,
days.
you're getting the full treatment, bro.
But it is awesome to catch up with Eric and Jayden. Obviously, Callen will be on shortly. He's just running a few minutes late. That's completely fine. I don't have
What's
anything
new?
to do tonight. Pointing at the clock there, Jayden. Nice, but
I called it an hour ago. I messaged Jayden and I was like, Callen's gonna be late. And look at us now.
well, actually, in hindsight, technically he's still not late because by my laptop it's 6:52. So that's technically not late.
Don't hold your breath, bro.
You know, we'll talk about all the important stuff with Heaven Alone, and then he'll come on like 20 minutes in. It's like, what have you been talking about? And we'll be like, well, we've talked about everything.
You guys talk about bass yet? Guys hear that some basses have 5 strings?
I'm staying out of this conversation. But yeah, obviously Eric and Jayden are two members of Perth Heavy Alt Rock band Heaven Alone, who dropped Too Bright to See, Too Loud to Hear 3.5 months ago. That can't be right, can it?
Sounds
That
right.
was a little while ago.
It only feels like about 3.5 weeks, honestly, because there's just been that much good music dropped since Bright to See, Too Loud to Hear.
Well, that song's been awesome to release, but I don't know about you. Obviously, I've had the opposite phenomenon where the last 3 months has felt like a year to me. So I think maybe that's the weather on your side playing tricks on you and the weather on my side. Got the opposite effects going on. But yeah, that song's been awesome. Jayden's vocals on there are awesome as well.
Thanks, man.
I threw a couple of layers on there that he can't hear, but that's the point. A couple of growly layers, but yeah, the reception for that song's been really, really sick.
Well, given what 8,000 streams in 3.5 months, it's nearly 2,000, and well, it is 2,000 streams a month.
Yeah, it's kind of unreal.
That was all John,
Mm.
one of our guitarists. He put all the music together, and the rest of us just came on and did some yelling and shit.
Managed to
So
add a flair to
sweet.
that song that's like really makes it feel like it's like a little bit of ours thrown in there. We're not just trying to copy and paste the song, which I really appreciate.
And I'm a big fan of the song. I'm a big fan of Heaven Alone just in general. Like, as I do with all interviews, I listen to the band's latest release, or in some cases, all the releases, which I actually did listen back all the way to Canvas, your debut single, and I thoroughly enjoyed it as much as I have listened to it before, because I have listened to a lot of Heaven Alone. It's featured very heavily on my local bands artists Spotify playlist. I think 30 playlists in a row or some ridiculous number like that, which is pretty impressive.
Thanks, man.
Thanks. I remember from the first release, man, you're always pumping our name out there. So thanks, bro.
And I don't know about you, but there's some seriously good talent coming out of your neck of the woods in WA at the moment. You got Patient 67, you got Dark Matter, obviously Heaven Alone. Punk scene, you got like OJ and Alan May, Colourmind. There's a serious amount of good talent coming out of WA.
Something in the water, mate.
And a sort of a mediocre band by the name of Carnival. I don't know if anyone's heard of Carnival.
Yeah, they're alright. They're okay.
They go all right. They've only been one of the biggest prog metal bands the last 15 years in Australia and the world. But yeah, they're not known.
They're pretty awesome, not gonna lie.
Love
But all 5 of your songs made the big countdown I did as well, including 2 inside the top 700. Exonerate and Too Bright to See, Too Loud to Hear, both in the last 700, which is pretty impressive.
Thanks, man.
Breathtaking. Soon to be 8 songs featured on there.
Oh! We've got a bit of a sneak peek into what might be in store for 2026 just dropped then, have we?
Oh, we haven't been too secretive about it, but at the same time, I can't really count. So if it's 8, if it's it's somewhere in that range. Yeah, man. I say we, but yeah, we've been working on some stuff, some sneaky studio time moments. Pretty excited about it. It's like feels like something's taken another step in a different direction slightly, but still kind of staying with our sound, not fully, put on our makeup and trying to be different people. We're trying to still stay true to ourselves. But I'm excited for the direction we're going. It feels like the music's grown a bit of balls, if I may say. So I like that.
I actually probably should have said as a disclaimer at the start of the episode, and Jayden did say shit before, it is actually okay to swear on this, because
Okay.
you're probably going to hear
The
quite a
lights were
few
down.
throughout the
floodgates
interview.
have opened.
Might have slipped out.
Shit, I
But
slipped.
no, I think 2026 will be the year that we put out more music than any year prior. We got a lot of stuff in the works at the moment. It's all very exciting. And like Eric said, it sounds like us, but at the same time, just taking a bit of a new direction. And all the songs are very different, so that's exciting to me.
And that's the thing you want to be as a band or as a vocalist, guitarist, drummer, whatever the instrument you play is. You're excited to try something new or excited to see, what comes of the band and the music that you're about to bring out. It's if you're happy with that, that's the most important thing because that's why you're in a band, a musician, not for the money, obviously.
Definitely not for the money, bro.
I spend my band earnings on a total of like 5 coffees, so that's not anything to sneeze at. But nah, one day we can quit the job hopefully and make this the job. But one thing with the new stuff coming out, I feel like I was excited about the fact that we weren't just struggling to make a little thing. We were able to like pick one song to replace another one type of situation. Like we're not just trying to get enough material. So that's nice. Being able to say maybe this can wait for another time and that sort of thing. Building a catalog type thing. It's slow. It's easier said than done, as we realize time flies by and then we've only got 5 songs. But that changes. That changes if you just keep at it. Life gets in the way sometimes, but sometimes life gives you the source for the music. Gives you that inspiration to knuckle down again.
Absolutely. That's life in general, pretty much. Like anything you do, whether you're in a band, whether you work in retail, hospitality, anything, any type of job, even tradies. I mean, you just got to knuckle down and get things done because as much as I'd love for it to happen, it's not going to do it itself, unfortunately.
Fortunately.
Unless you're an industry plant, which I've been sending the CIA some emails, be like, yo, man.
Industry plant.
Just chuck me on the headline. I'll do whatever you need me to do behind the scenes. I'll put the cameras in the change rooms, but just chuck me on the headline.
Okay, this just got a bit creepy all of a sudden, but
Oh man, it's all jokes. It's all jokes. I've got like 3 coffees in me already, so don't take it too seriously, man.
Now, actually, that is a funny lead in there, Eric, because for those that don't know, there is actually a video clip and a song going around featuring Jayden for Bunnings Warehouse with nothing left to lose. What was the band? I've got it in the wrong order, I think, but
Nothing left to love.
nothing left. Okay, I nearly had it right. And it's literally a Bunnings ad, the prices are down, 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 prices are down. And I only stumbled across it because when I looked up Heaven Alone on my Spotify, there was all the songs like Canvas, Exonerate, Cognitive Decline, and then there's one with Jayden, and it's not with Heaven Alone. I'm like, have I missed something here? But obviously I haven't.
Well, this thing was just too awesome not to put out. Jayden had the idea of like, Bunnings, man, we've got to do a Bunnings song. And we just realized that's not exactly going to make sense if we release it on Heaven Alone, but it still needed to be out there. So, yeah, I won't say too much about the Nothing Left to Love. I'm not too a part of that, but I do know that it's a nice little other avenue for people to release what they want to release, which is cool. Because obviously you don't want to be tied down to one avenue. And I think that definitely got some more eyes on us. But I think people that found that Bunnings video and then found like us through that, like, that doesn't sound the same. Guys a lot angrier about Bunnings. Yeah, but I guess stuff like that is awesome. We still wanted that connected to Heaven Alone because it's still showing that our playful side. We are insanely not serious about stuff. And I love that we can do that while people still think that that was an actual ad for Bunnings. Like some people were getting angry. Like, oh, you're making ads for these big companies that don't need more help. Like, bro, this is just a joke. But if they want to pay Jayden in the future, I'm sure he'll take the money. Mosh pit in the timber section sounds great to me.
Clean up all 12. No.
There's blood in the aisles.
Well, it worked for the chats, didn't it? I know different circumstances with Smoko, but they did a video clip out the front of the construction site for Smoko, and it shot them to fame. I mean,
down to earth Aussie icon, so why not, sort of bring that back? I think Jayden did a great job. Jayden, I think you can tell a few funny stories about what happened while you were filming.
Well, I just want to say again, like, majority of that whole thing was John. I had the idea just one night. I was just laying in bed and I was like, oh, it'd be funny if someone remade the Bunnings theme songs, like something heavy. And then a couple of weeks later, John sent me this link and he had like done all the music. And yeah, we just threw some vocals on it. And then, yeah, the filming was like kind of hard because obviously, they don't really want us to be there doing that sort of thing. But managed to score a Bunnings outfit and got kicked out a couple times.
oh.
Got asked for help from customers. This one guy wanted help with his avocado tree. I was out in the nursery section with the plants and stuff. He comes up to me, says, "Hey mate, need some help with my avocado tree." I was like, "Oh, sorry man, I'm on my lunch break." I had a snag in one hand. He's like, and he started yelling at me, bro. He was like quite angry, like wanted some help. I was like, "Oh, can't help you, man. I'm on lunch, but my colleague over here can help you."
And Jayden, being the puppy dog he is, he's like walking along with him, just, I'm on my lunch break. But at the same time, this guy is just like, come on, man, my avocado tree. And then apparently someone else, the greeter at the front door had like the mouthpiece in, and she was like freaking out because I think she realized that Jayden wasn't really meant to be there. And this customer's getting agitated. She thought Jayden's about to fuck some shit up. And Jayden,
Oh, no.
if you know Jayden, he's like the last person to do that. But I can see from the outsider, maybe it looks a bit funny. But Jayden, you didn't tell the story properly about when you first got kicked out. Jayden walks in with the Bunnings uniform, walks past a couple employees, is like, "How you doing today, boys?" One of those people was the store manager, and he was not happy with this.
No.
And they had to go drive to a different one to do it.
Oh.
That wasn't my idea. I said we should go through the timber entrance, but John was like, "Nah, let's just go through the front door."
Whose idea was it to say, "How you doing today, boys?"
Wow, that was a sort of in the moment covert strategy that didn't work. So I thought it looked convincing.
Nah, but I think more stuff in that vein is very fun. Had a few ideas thrown out already. I'm not going to say too much because I have a big mouth. Yes.
Oh.
There'll be more funny stuff on the side of our usual music.
Because obviously all of us, we like a bunch of different music, a bunch of different backgrounds. And the inspiration for those different backgrounds comes and goes. And sometimes it comes right when you're in the middle of some Heaven Alone thing, and then all of a sudden you're on a slight tangent with something else. So I'm going to try this year, especially myself, explore a bit more of those avenues while keeping Heaven Alone in the middle. That's like my rock. Because I wouldn't want to ever lose that, but definitely want to, dip my toes in some waters. Never know what's going to happen unless you try.
Exactly. And experimental in music. Like a lot of bands tend to do the same thing. Like AC/DC have done the hard rock anthems for 50 plus years and probably the biggest name ever to come out of Australia and have done so well with it. But there's been bands like I look at Architects, I look at Bring Me the Horizon, even Muse, that have experimented in different genres of music to sort of gain a wider audience and age groups, and it's worked perfectly. I mean, Bring Me the Horizon, whether you like some of their albums and you're an old school fan, gotta respect what they've done the last 3 or 4 albums compared to the old stuff.
100%. Well, I grew up on listening to those first albums, and I was like, Pray for Plagues and all that shit. I was like, as a kid, I was like, that's the shit, man. And I think it was Sempiternal, those ones came out, and they're good, but I think it wasn't what my ears were expecting. I didn't listen to them for years, and then like recently, had a chance to go through all the recent stuff, and I was like, damn, I like it. I like it. Fresh ears. Listen to it again. The lo-fi stuff that they did has been a key part of many experiences for me that may or may not include some mushrooms. The kind you buy from Coles. No, but you know, being able to experience that and like sort of imagining where they started and how they ended up with that trajectory and those extra flavors added on, and it's not just very one-dimensional. And I still appreciate the old stuff differently to the new stuff, but I'll chuck them on probably evenly now, which is a big thing because I never listened to the new stuff before that.
See, there's only one real Bring Me the Horizon album that I won't listen to. A lot of people are going to think I'm going to say Ammo, but it's actually not Ammo. It's the album after Ammo and before Post-War Survival. Whatever that album with Ludens and that very long album title's called, that's the only album I'm just like, nah. It's... Ludens is passable, the rest just not really my go-to.
Oh, I reckon it's, you know, a band's life is kind of like a bit of a puberty process. There's some awkward stages, you know, and there's a couple stages where maybe you need another year for your voice to crack properly, man. That sort of thing with the music. You know, sometimes it ain't going to hit every time, bro. You know what I mean, man.
I know what you mean, Eric. It's just the way you put it. It's just like...
Look,
Oh,
I hated the new stuff at first because I loved Bring Me the Horizon growing up. That was like my whole high school soundtrack. Really like Bring Me the Horizon stuff.
Hey,
We're about to
Callen.
finish up, bro. We're about to finish up,
How
man.
are we? Yeah,
Good,
no,
thanks. Yourself?
yeah, not bad, man, not bad.
Yeah, oh,
I've
you've
been a
missed
bit
out
late,
on
but
all the action, Cal.
What
We have
time is it,
nothing
Sam?
left to
I
talk
figured.
about. No, not really.
What time is it over on your side, man? 7:08?
7:08 and 52 seconds or something.
Well, it's 4:09 on my side, so I'm even later.
What's that
Yeah.
thing that you used to call when you needed the time? It was like 1194 or something, and it said at the third stroke it will be 9:58 and 28 seconds. That was a bad impersonation of it too, by the way. But
For $20,
Yeah.
Callan, do you know what that was? Do you know? For $20, time is ticking.
10, $20? Yeah,
Right.
keep it, mate. Keep it. On me.
Good, I
Don't spend
need
all
it,
at
bro. I
once.
need to buy some more coffees.
I can bet you do.
all right, well, now I'll officially introduce 3 of the 5 members of Heaven Alone now that Cal's joined. So Cal, Jayden, Eric. Cal's the bassist, Eric's the guitarist, Jayden's on vocals and does bunning ads, as we already know.
For free.
Absolutely endorsed by Bunnings themselves.
But as I've said to Eric and Jane, a massive Heaven Alone fan. I think, like everything I've heard so far, for me, probably Exonerate is still my favourite Heaven Alone song, even though I do like the other 4. There's something about Exonerate, and I can't put my finger on it.
I guess it's, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that
probably
seems to be the thing, man, because people say they like Exonerate, and then we ask them why, and they never seem to know what it is. Well, I want to know so we can, you know, try and capture whatever it is that people are liking again. But maybe we just got lucky. I don't know.
I think it's because your voice makes them tingle when it goes high. That's why they
It's
like it.
angelic, mate.
It's all right.
Watch him blush.
Oh shit.
But can we ask you a question? What do you like about Exonerate, man?
Oh, thanks. What do I like it, and why did it place the highest out of all the songs in the countdown? Honestly, it's the one. I think it's just. I think the opening to the song. I love a good opening to a song. Like I think of Israel's Son by Silverchair and Pure Massacre, sort of even Mantra by Bring Me the Horizon, where it has a really heavy or grabbing intro to a song. And I think that's what I love so much about Exonerate over, say, Full Circle or Cognitive Decline. But yeah, and it's also the most nearly always, it's on at least one Spotify local bands playlist a month, at least. Sometimes two.
What's that one playlist? The WA Music Band playlist.
Like
Jayden, do you
heavy.
know that? The name of that one?
I'll have to have a look. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it's because Exonerate has a good opening. I love a good opening.
At a hook.
So the rest of the song is crap. It's just the intros.
Yeah.
Oh, no. The rest of the song's great. That wasn't what I was referring
I'll tell you what.
No,
most people,
I'm just joking, man.
most people in my life,
that's good to know.
when they hear Even Alone, it's like, oh, I really like it, except when I start the screaming stuff. Yeah, not for me, but the rest is nice. But then the rest,
Can
they're talking
confirm
about
everyone
like the
hates
outro,
Jayden.
the 5-second intro with no instrument except some synth, and it's just like, I like that.
Oh, what
But then
song?
our favorite part.
I'm trying to think what song I was showing a friend the other day, because they are not a massive metal fan, and they're listening to this song, and it's like, oh, it's all nice and slow, and then there's a big scream breakdown. I can't think of it. Was an Aussie band. It might have been Gloom, actually, with Body Bag. What's the song? Assassination Run. Because generally that's a bit more smooth and all that. And then the chorus goes, "You're nothing but a body bag." It gets really heavy. He's like, well, it was nice. I'm like, yep, that's Gloom for you.
You look like a man that could, do a little bit of a scream. Can you try?
Oh, if I wreck my lungs.
Just a little bit.
Nah, that sounded like a dog
Yeah.
constipated.
That's good, man. No, that was
Hey, I just love that you did it.
Oh shit, it's gonna be on YouTube, isn't it? Crap.
Clip that.
Hey, we got to make a compilation of just.
Now someone's gonna watch this video and say, "Sam, you did a scream over WebEx on YouTube. You're gonna do it at a show," and be like, "No."
That's it. I mean, you've got to follow it up.
You might get a door spot if you do a scream like that, man. I reckon that's
I
worth
might
it.
scare everyone away from the door if I do that. More like.
I mean, I was gonna ask if you wanted to feature on one of our tracks.
Why
I
not?
was just really impressed.
Gee,
That's
that was
good.
something I wasn't expecting to hear, Jayden. I mean, shit. Oh, if I could get a few more screams and know how to actually work it, might be something in the cards, maybe.
Yeah, we'll work it.
Sounds
We'll work
good,
it.
man.
Bunnings too. Electric Boogaloo.
Bunnings as well.
Help me with my avocado tree.
Oh, oh shit, that's funny. Oh fuck. What are we? 20 minutes in and this is about as funny as it's gonna get. Actually,
You're already counting down, bro. You're already counting down. If you want to get rid of us,
Oh no,
20 minutes. I've been here for 10.
you know what? You might watch us run a bit.
Never want to get rid of a band off an interview. That's completely inappropriate. I mean, fuck.
We might be the
20
first.
minutes already. What else are we going to talk about? This is about as good as it's going to get. Aiden?
It wouldn't be a Heaven Alone.
Yeah,
interview
we
if
might
didn't
be
get kicked
the
off, so.
first band to get kicked off the podcast.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do
Hey,
a
we're keen for a first.
Look, I've got to be
What-
honest, Cal, Eric, and Jayden. You're going to have to do a lot to get kicked off because I've heard a lot of shit on my podcast.
Can we get a bit of like a highlight reel of something you may remember? You don't have to name any names, even though it's all
Honestly,
out there. But something
sounds
that
like
you
a,
remember.
I remember,
challenge.
and I don't get offended, but that episode where I think I counted nearly 80 F-bombs in an hour and a half interview. And look, I'm not offended by the F word because I use it all the fucking time. Perfect example right
Wonderful.
there. But I think that one in itself, it sort of was a bit awkward because I didn't know how the audience would respond to it, even though I did put a warning at the start of the video and in the comments section.
Parental
Never
guidance.
had anything that
recommended.
was like, should I call the cops right now?
No, not
Anything in the background, like, ooh, it's a bit of like a 000 situation. Let me keep you on the line.
well, there were dogs barking in an interview, but I don't know if that's necessarily call the cops.
a dog barking followed by a thump, and then I think the cops should be called there.
But no, in the 160 odd interviews I've done, there's been no situation where I've had to even contemplate ending the meeting before it's been enough. That's not meaning, what I mean by that is that it's gone on so long, I'm just like, I think we've got enough material here.
I
Yeah.
That's
see.
good to hear, man.
I see. That's good, bro. How many interviews have you
nice.
done?
It's got to be closing in on 200, I reckon. Because there's been a few bands that have interviewed multiple times. So if you include them as more than once, maybe
Yeah.
175, 180.
All right, man. That's pretty good.
That's a bloody good effort.
But,
What's been your favourite
I
band to
reckon-
interview so far?
oh, I love it. I'm getting asked the questions instead.
Yeah, this is the Sam Horner interview.
Favourite interview I've interviewed so far? Band. Oh,
Starts with an
No
H.
pressure to
ends
say
with an
us.
could I go state-wise? Maybe that wouldn't... Because...
All right. Favorite band in WA. Go.
Well,
No
it's
pressure.
only you and OJ, so I'll say Heaven
No
Alone
pressure, bro.
/ OJ is the best interview from WA. Victoria,
And we're 20 minutes in.
now Victoria is where it gets difficult actually, because there's been a lot of good interviews in Victoria. I feel like it's got to be either Common Evil or Priorities. Priorities could have chatted till they were blue in the face. And it was entertaining, but if I didn't say I actually have to go because I had something on, it could have gone for 3 hours, literally.
That's a good effort.
Cal can't go for 3
This is a
hours.
long time.
Oh, I don't think I
Yeah,
can
no,
go
3
for
minutes.
3 hours.
3 minutes is usually my PB. Wait, are we talking about interviews or
Yeah. Oh, man.
in general?
Like I
Oh.
said
bad.
before, I love a good open.
But in all honesty, I think those are probably the 3 that stand out. And then there's just a whole lot that I've loved. There's been some where I've like, yeah, and it's strange saying this. People might not understand what I mean by it because they might have a different view on this. But when I do an interview, I find it a lot easier and a lot less stressful when I don't actually know the band, like haven't met the band in person. As weird as that sounds.
Yeah,
And
it takes a bit of pressure off, right?
oh, it takes a huge pressure off because you don't know anything about the band. And in this case, I know Heaven Alone. I love their music, listen to it all the time, but I barely know Cal, Jayden, Eric, Nathan, or John. So it's like, yeah, it's like we've
Yeah,
known each
fresh
other for
page.
50 years and we've known each other for 35 minutes.
Do you have our names written down on the side there? I saw when it got to Nathan John, you kind of did one of those. It's a good thing if you do, bro. I'm just saying, I love the preparation.
I always do the head thing. So whenever you watch it on YouTube, there's always Sam going like that. So everyone's
I'm just
like,
saying
is
was-
something wrong with your head? I'm like, no, the piece of paper's on the side here. And it's like, I need
Here's a piece of paper.
whiteboard or something to hold that piece of paper up in front of
Man,
me.
That wasn't a dig at all. I was just checking how, prepared you were. It looked like you were prepared with the names on the side. I like it.
Oh, you've
Yes.
done your research, bro.
Yep. No, I always do my research.
Look into Nathan. I need to look into Nathan a bit more.
All
I think we
right.
can avoid that.
Into serious? No, I can't get into serious mode. That's just impossible.
Maybe I'm already in the CAA.
We don't have a serious mode.
Moving on.
But I love the fact that the interviewers actually turned on Sam, and it's like, Jayden, Eric, and Cal have asked me 2 questions before I've even asked the band anything. I like that. A bit of role reversal.
Yeah.
That's how we roll.
We love reversing roles. We're a bit of a switch band.
Well, you got the double backspace between Heaven and Alone, so
Yeah, what the hell's up with that, bro? Jayden?
We don't know, Jayden. Yeah.
Just thought it would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
and then
Look,
you did it.
You would think that, wouldn't you?
You did it with too
Look how
bright
that
to
backfired.
see and too dark to, too loud to hear. Sorry, should I say?
Yeah,
Right.
we had to commit at that point. Feel like it's our brand now. But heaps of people at the beginning, heaps of people were like, "Oh, that's gonna affect your streams, or that's gonna make it hard for people to find you, or whatever." But I feel like it's been fine.
We
You
will
don't have
get,
to type in the slashes. You just type in Heaven Alone, we come up. So I'll take it.
Yeah, it works.
we will get
Get your job
into
done.
how the name came about and how Sam discovered Heaven Alone in a little while. So the rundown of the interview is I ask Cal, Eric, and Jayden a bunch of questions, and then normally at the end they would ask me the question, but they've done the opposite.
Oh, we can do some more questions later, man. Trust.
Nothing's off limits.
We've always got a few.
This episode will be uploaded tomorrow, so make sure you listen and watch Jayden, Cal, and Eric, and don't listen to me. No one would want to. Sorry, I'm shit talking
Hey,
myself.
don't talk down on yourself like that.
And then the weekly Spotify playlist of local bands and artists, Heaven Alone, all 5 songs at the top of the list will be published tomorrow as well with the episode.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, bro.
No worries at all. All right, how did Heaven Alone form as a band?
So it was back in, what was it, 2023? I used to play in another band. I was a vocalist of a metalcore band called End State. And that sort of fizzled out. People lost interest, just didn't have any steam behind it anymore. So I decided that I wanted to do something different, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Took a bit of a break from music actually, and then I met Eric, and Eric and I immediately realized we had this shared connection for music. I feel like we definitely had that overlapping musical taste, but I think it was quite different back then
It
as
was
well.
quite different,
But
but we could meet in
yeah.
the middle. And
Yeah,
spending a lot of time at my house playing some guitar, and then he'll show me something that he's sort of been feeling lately that's been very different to what he's used to making. And I can feel it too. We're kind of meeting in the middle. And then I was kind of thinking it. I was like, bro, let's do a band. But I didn't say it. And then one day he came over, was like, do you want to be in a band with me, man? I was like, yeah, why
Yeah.
not? I'll do it. Because I've also never been in a band, even though I should have. And I've always wanted to. And then this was like a awesome reason and excuse to just dedicate more time to music like I wanted to and just do what I want to do and have fun. And it's been a whole lot of fun. And then we had some different members at the start, feeling it out. And then we've settled that 2 new additions, which is John and Callen, which I think it's a really amazing addition to the band. When it comes to vibes, especially because we've always been like a vibe-based band, just joking around, not too serious with a lot of the stuff. I've seen a few other bands that seem like they're a bit more of like a corporate structure, which I get it. That's their thing. Like they got like superannuation and shit going on in there, but we're just having fun,
Yeah,
showing up in our Crocs, and it's awesome to have someone like John, especially come in with his background and his skills when it comes to recording and production and editing stuff. We've been utilizing that a lot. Yeah, it's been really cool, and having those people in the band has really pushed, like me, for example, to try and improve my skills a little bit, because I felt like I was a little catching up to do, but that's all part of the fun. It's been awesome.
that's been a good time. I mean, I just came to a show, and then I got a call. Fucking wicked.
Yeah, I forgot about that. We did this like warehouse show, this dinky warehouse show with like all the characters in the world there. We were like all crammed up in this little space. There's like bookshelves around. It was crazy. People with face paint and shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how we got that show, but we loved it. Hanging out in the parking lot afterwards, and my missus actually introduced me to Callen, and she's like, he's like you. I don't know if that means.
We both do support work, and we're both a little bit special.
Yeah.
great.
So I was like, my man, and then instantly we just had the vibe going, and we were starting to think maybe in the band there should be some changes in the lineup, and then not long after that, Jayden and I went on a holiday to Bali. Had a great time, bro time, sharing a bed and all that. Nothing weird.
No,
And
not at all.
The normal stuff.
hey, it's more economically viable, all right.
Okay.
It's cheap in the
like it.
hotel rooms. How do you think we're going to tour?
We had no
Spooning.
complaints. And one day we were just playing, we were thinking about what we can do, and I remember Callen sent me some clip of what he did with his friends or his band beforehand, and I was like, even just for vibe, man, how we need to have this guy in, because I feel like it'll fix a lot, instead of feeling like you go into some rehearsals and you're not fully feeling what you want to feel, versus now it's a lot better. It's a lot better personally now.
It's a good time.
Not everyone is meant to be in a band together, and some people are meant to be in different bands. It's just how it is, and you need to work that out, because you'd rather work it out earlier on than 5-10 years later, and things can get kind of sour. You don't want that.
Yeah.
Yes. And there have been a few that will remain nameless in the last 12 to 18 months where that has happened, and for reasons that obviously I will not go into. But yeah, it's, I don't know, it's sort of like you're meant to be as a group, as a band, and like, yes, you have differences and all that, and ideas and things you want to do, but yeah, just seen in the last 12 to 18 months, especially here in Australia, that there have been some really good bands where shit has hit the fan, and yeah, but I think people already know a couple of the names I'm probably thinking of and have been well documented, but leave it at that, obviously.
Yeah, like, you never really know what happens behind the scenes, and I think even if you have everyone's story, you still don't have the real story, the real story. But even kind of unrelated, but like North Lane and their tour recently with Park Waves, that being cancelled. I don't know why. And initially I was like, oh, come on, man. Like, I really wanted to go there. And you get kind of angry as like an audience member. But then you put the other hat on and you kind of remember so many things can happen to cause that. And obviously the bands there want to perform. It's not really up to them. It's not like they just felt like being a dick one day, cancelling a whole Australia tour. I think there's a lot of things that go into that happening.
Yeah,
And band members
fucking
splitting up.
touring in Australia. Touring in Australia being fucking expensive.
Yeah. But if it is that, I'm not going to blame the bands. I'm going to blame some promoters. I don't know what it is, but you never know, man. Big
I
band,
blame
big
Ticket
problems.
Tech.
Yeah.
I blame Ticket Tech.
I blame the ATO is what I blame.
Well,
That's just because you owe tax, you fuckwit.
Not according to them.
But no, that Park Waves, and obviously their band actually is doing a tour that was on Park Waves this year, and I can't wait for it. Amity and In Heart's Wake and Red Hook, they're touring around Australia, most parts of Australia, which is a pretty fucking sick lineup, and they're coming to Gippsland, which is something I'd never thought I'd see Amity or In Heart's Wake in Gippsland of all places, but
Is that
I don't even know where Gippsland is.
do you know where
Not a clue.
Unify used to be? If that's any help. No? Okay.
What about
We're
General
on a
State?
different planet over here, man. We're
Yeah,
on
I
a
was gonna
different
say-
planet.
yeah,
so-
I'm sorry. I'm talking like a regional Victorian boy here. It's about
Victoria
an hour and a
narrows it down.
half from Melbourne, Gippsland, so
Sounds like it's near Gosnells.
it's not whoop whoop, but it's a fair way out of the city.
All right.
Is it like Victoria's version of like the Hood? So we've got Armidale over here, where it's like, ooh, yeah, don't go over there. Is that the
No,
same?
it's not that bad. Well, not Warrigal. Shit, I'm dead now.
You're
that
saying the
might,
hood is bad?
that might get me thrown off now.
Oh, yeah.
But
Some shaded Armidale. We'll get.
But Gippsland has produced a couple of big name metal bands, or couple of big name metal bands that are starting to make it big. So it does help that the scene is growing down here. I was meeting obviously Mirrors, and obviously Ocean Sleeper have become fucking huge now, which is awesome
Oh,
to
yes.
see. Atlas obviously come from this area, but yeah, I mean, we need Gippsland live music because Unify's gone now. The deck in Terrelgan's literally the only place that holds live music, and it's a bit of a worry when a lot of these people probably live in Sale and Rosedale and places like that are nearly 2.5 hours from the main city in Victoria, which is Melbourne, and that's 5 hours of travelling. It's just too much.
Well, the live
We'll
music
play in
scene-
Gippsland, bro.
Yeah, we'll come. For
Yeah,
sure.
we'll play.
But the live music scene, from what I've gathered, is held together by a couple of unsung heroes, really making it happen with venues and bending backwards, trying to, a couple of guys behind the scenes really making sure that it can keep going. I can name old Scotty, even though, he's like, people might think he's just a sound man. I've talked to old Scotty a bunch of times over here. Scott Crichton, and he's always kind of give me the lowdown about all the things that has
Shout
to
out.
go into a music venue being able to like stay open for a while, and it's not as easy as it seems, and there's so many things that you have to overcome to keep that consistent thing. And he's told me a bunch of times about him working for not the pay that he's meant to have, just to keep things going, helping people out in the scene, like just doing things like that, offering equipment to people and stuff like that sort of thing is what I think is keeping things alive right now. Because if it was
community.
easy, I think there'd be 100 different venues open, and everyone's just begging to open more. And but it's tough. Like we always talking about the venues that closed down. Like, oh, what happened? There's the countless ones in WA that has closed down, open up again, and I think it's just because shit's tough out there, and we need to just preserve what we have, keep it going.
Absolutely.
Keep fucking pushing.
So if anyone wants to take anything out of this interview, make sure you get out there and support live music. Keep your venues open. Go watch a show.
Support
Go watch
local.
multiple shows a week if you want.
And even if you're not drinking, buy someone else a beer. It kind of helps.
Yeah.
It kind of helps out, every small little bit.
All right. How did you come up with the band name Heaven Alone?
Well, we didn't have to
Jayden
think too hard.
stole it.
It's the name of a Invent Animate song. But the reason I liked it, apart from being like a huge Invent Animate fan, is it's this kind of like interlude track that's like quite ambient, but towards the end you can sort of feel that something heavy is coming. And I just felt like that captured like what we wanted to go for, which is combining ambience and then heavy elements as well. And again, I just thought it sounded cool. I have the slash and suddenly it's brand
Just
new.
to make it edgy.
By the way, that'll be Jaden's answer for everything when it comes to the music. I just thought it sounded cool. I'm getting more out of
Yeah,
the music.
man. Yeah,
Spot-
man. Jayden's
Cool.
favorite. Yeah, man.
It's all about vibes for
Cool,
me.
man. Vibes, man.
So every answer from here on in, I ask a question to. It sounded cool. Yeah, man.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much,
good.
bro. Right. But also, there's more to it, man. But it sounded cool.
I can't explain it now, man. Just trust it.
Just trust me. Nah,
Trust
we're
it, man.
bringing out all these deep cuts about Jayden now, but it's all in good fun.
I think the other thing with a band name is how do you actually pick one that hasn't already been taken or that isn't too hard to remember? Like, there's so many band names out there. Like, yeah, sometimes it's harder to pick a band name than anything else when starting a band, pretty much.
Yeah,
It's one of
and
that's
those
that's why
true.
things
band
as
names
well where
change.
there's not like a, you don't own a band name. Sure as hell, like there's some bigger bands where, if you picked, North Lane, for example, people are going to go, yeah, that's already another one, and you're never going to get picked up. When people search whatever. But yeah, I guess it's one of those things where if you find something that sounds pretty neat, rolls off the tongue relatively well, it's not like, well, I guess some bands will have like some ridiculously long names and stuff like that, but a lot of trial and error, I guess.
I think it's winner takes all when it comes to the names. It's just how it is. Like you're running out of it. If you see another small band with a cool name, maybe it's your turn to try that name. If you make it, then that's your name now. Like, I'm just saying, if someone has had like 10 years to try the name out, pass it on.
I am the captain now.
Your lease is up.
Or it could be
Lease is up. Yeah.
could be like a username, on so many websites, you put in a username or a password and it says it's not long enough or it's already been taken. You just add a number to the band
Yeah.
and just hope
North
no
Lane
one's
2.
taken.
That's my new band name. North Lane 2.
Electric
Well,
Boogaloo.
That actually happened with my previous band. So we went by a different name when we started, but we changed to End State. And then a couple of months later, we got a message on our Instagram from a band called End State. They were like, "Hey, we had this first."
Oh,
Like,
no.
deleted that pretty
Get
quickly.
fucked. Deleted the message.
Yeah, deleted the message and moved on.
Leave them on red.
What are they going to do about it? But
We
don't
had
have-
more listeners. So.
We have some issue on Apple Music with our band name being associated with someone else's stuff. Was it Apple Music? Something
Oh.
or YouTube or something where we keep someone else is getting our royalties or some shit like that. Like someone's on our
Oh
credits.
yeah, yeah. There's two dudes credited for Full Circle as songwriters, but we don't know who they are.
Who the fuck are they, bro?
Hey, yeah, you got
They
a bit.
definitely went around. I would have appreciated the help, but they definitely went around.
It doesn't seem right on any level.
Yeah.
They're taking royalty. Oh,
Who-
we've got
Who is
proof.
Chris Harris and Phil Win? Phil Win? Phil Win.
Bill Win.
Who's that?
Who are they?
Phil
Cool
Lose.
name, man. It's a cool name, but who is that?
AI, maybe? AI seems to be fucking up a lot of stuff. It could be that.
Who knows, bro? And I escalated it to Apple Music as well. I was like, we don't know who these guys are, and nothing's happened. So I guess they will continue to get credit for our work.
I mean, like, I don't want to get into the whole beef and spill of how much I hate the platforms and what they fucked up with the audio podcast. That's another story for another time that everyone probably already knows about. But the amount of stories now I've heard from Spotify users or bands on Spotify and Apple Music and that have had run-ins or things happen like what Cal was showing us, that two songwriters have been put up on Heaven Alone's actual composers, artists, songwriter list. It's just so wrong that these people are taking credit for something that hasn't been written by them.
It's a rot.
I'm curious,
I'm
if-
reporting
Scandal.
them now.
are people like on purpose, like applying to be on our credits? Like, are they contacting Apple Music, or did something accidentally happen where Apple Music thought, yeah, he's in this band for some reason? Like, I'm wondering if it's just that, or because I know on YouTube you can do like copyright strikes or whatever. You know, like sometimes you can make a claim that you don't really have any claim to, but I feel like this is probably just some software thing. I don't know if anyone's trying to take credit for us. I mean, like, what's there to take credit for, really? Yet, like, all right, all that effort for what? 2 cents?
2 cents.
That's
That's generous.
All right, on to how I discovered Heaven Alone. And this is actually a funny story because it involves two bands from Gippsland that have either had a song title called Heaven or Heaven in the song title. But it actually started with Atlas from Gippsland, who have a song called Synthetic Heaven. And when I typed in Synthetic Heaven, they've got, Synthetic Heaven at the top by Atlas, Heaven by Ocean Sleeper. Third one down was Heaven Alone on Spotify.
We'll take
Yeah.
that.
We will take that.
Especially because this was back in like the 100 monthly listeners days, I think it was. So that's pretty cool that it came up like that.
And please, Ocean Sleeper and Atlas, don't take offense to this. They won't. I hope they won't. I was sort of like, look, I love those bands. I listen to them constantly. Let's check out the third band down. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's how us little
And
guys
we
get
were
out there.
disappointed.
no, not disappointed.
Turn that shit off right now, boy.
Get it off
Oh,
my
yeah.
radio.
5 songs in 2,000 songs sounds like I'm really disappointed in the music. Definitely not disappointed.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
I don't know if Atlas is gonna have any beef with you liking us, but if they do, we'll see about that.
There might be a
I'm
lynch
happy to have some fake beef, man.
We'll sort 'em out.
Oh, is this going to be a ready to rumble sort of thing? Band versus band, state versus state.
Like, do you know the band here, Belgravia? Do you know them?
Belgravia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're a bit
I've
of like
heard
a
of
pop-punk
them.
band.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we played a couple shows with them, and their drummer and I, Brock, have a bit of a understanding. We have a bit of an understanding where, like, whenever we're in a new show chat with other people, I will just act up a little bit, like, man, Brock better not come at me type shit. And Brock will come back at me, and the other bands in there will be like, what's going on? Like, is there going to be like a fight? And then when we get there, it's just like hugs and laughs and stuff. It's all.
Yeah, just for context, we
Oh.
absolutely fucking adore those guys.
Yeah, we love them. We love them.
Yep. Oh, your
Nothing but
cameras have
fun.
gone. I can hear you. There we go.
Yours is gone, man. So I think maybe
Yours
some
is
connection-
gone, bro.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Back, am I?
Oh,
Can you see us now?
I can see you now. I don't know what happened then, but technology.
look at NBN, mate. That's all I gotta say.
Fucking WebEx. No, actually, that would probably get me kicked off now for saying that out loud.
Yeah,
Platforms
man.
listening.
One more question for you: why WebEx versus like Microsoft Teams or something like that?
Oh, we're
Zoom.
going to get into
Well,
this.
Yes.
Million
Why
things.
WebEx over Zoom and Teams? I actually don't know why I chose WebEx over Zoom and Teams. I did do a previous interview sort of thing called Sam and Rachel's Next Exit, and we always used to use WebEx for that, and it seemed to work fine for that. Look, I'm not against Teams or Zoom. I'll use them if bands want to, so I have all three options covered. So,
But what you're saying is you're not picking Teams.
or I knew there was
Can we-
going to be a.
Can we
pun
kick
there.
Eric? Can we
Because
kick him?
you obviously haven't picked Teams.
No.
You haven't picked. Man, I'll kick
Well-
you right now. I know where you live, boy.
Just for future reference, we do prefer Modern Warfare 3 lobbies, so yeah, we'll top on there next time. It'd be great.
Yeah, I prefer Rust at Outpost.
Yeah, of course you do, mate.
On
Of
the
course you
on the
would.
gambling wheel, you're sitting down. There's at least 4 chairs for people to sit down there, and we can gamble some stuff, and we have a good old time.
I prefer PictoChat, if you guys remember that.
What?
Back in
Pick
the
the
day.
chat. No,
Remember PictoChat?
I've never
you're
heard
too
of
old,
it.
mate.
That was
Must be a bum.
That was
You were
like
hand
the-
school.
no, that was like the chat thing on the Nintendo DS. Do you guys remember that?
Oh yes, yes, I do remember that.
Isn't allowed to have one.
Yeah, next interview is on PictoChat.
Yeah, get fucked, Eric.
I'll be playing Rust. That's fine.
I must be one of the only people in the world that did not actually own a Nintendo DS.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I
Oh,
don't have
one.
one.
other
It's coming
person.
back around. It's not too late.
Actually, I
Also,
don't
it's
think
had
it's
one
It's
on-
too late.
I don't think I ever held any Nintendo console, actually. Or did I briefly have a 64, maybe? I think I might have had it for like a month or something, but it wasn't long.
Do you
That
play
means you haven't played
instruments, Sam?
Pokemon, bro.
Ooh,
Sorry, what was that, Eric? I heard something.
I said, do you play any instruments, Sam?
No, I don't play
you ever
any
tried?
instruments.
Man, I'll tell you what, some music these days especially, it's just one string. So it ain't that bad. Give it a go, man.
Maybe I'll do the screaming, maybe. But
Right. Just right.
That's an instrument.
it takes a lot of talent, though. I don't know if I would have enough talent to go.
If I can,
If it makes,
if I can do
if
it,
it makes-
anyone can, bro.
I was about to fucking say that.
Oh, I know a few good
Yeah.
band coaches in Melbourne that could probably teach me, but I'm thinking they're probably going to charge me through the roof. But
There's a couple of good eggs out
Teach you.
there. Fucking
Jayden will teach you for free.
shout out to Jesse Miller.
Oh, Jesse
Love
Miller.
that man. Yeah, he's beautiful.
He's a cool guy. I don't know him actually.
well, if Cal
Yeah,
says
you're
he's
cool
a cool
enough to.
guy, then
Yeah, that's what I'm
obviously. So, what has the overall response been like for Too Bright to See, Too Loud to Hear?
I think it's been good. I think I don't know if it's been addressed on this podcast yet, but it is a cover.
Oh,
It's not our stuff. Yeah, it is actually a cover of an Under Oath song. But I think it's been received well. We've had only positive feedback, so yeah. And I also want to say it was the first track we've released where our guitarist John has done all the music and the mixing and the production and everything like that. So
He's done a killer
shout
job
out
on
to
it.
John. Yeah. Oh no, I think it's been positive. I think a lot of people don't know that it's a cover.
Well,
I
up
mean,
until you
it
said that, Jayden, I didn't even realise it was a cover. I'm a massive Underoath fan and love their music, but I had no idea whatsoever it was a cover of an Underoath song.
That's why I
Yeah,
said
bro.
before, if you play those two songs together, you can hear there's different elements. It doesn't sound like a copy and paste song, cover. That's what I like about it. Because I wouldn't be happy if we put out a cover that sounds like, 99% the same. With something that's, I don't know, man. Like it needs to be like obvious. Like, oh, this is familiar. But why is it different? Oh yeah, it's this. And I think, especially Jayden's vocals there did it justice. And then the little heavy breakdown-ish part at the end with some different shit going on. Transposed to our tuning and stuff that we like to use. So like a few different things that's made it ours.
You're right though about the cover or song not sounding like the original, because there's so many songs out there that you listen to the original, then hear the cover, and you're like, it's almost like they just did the same song in the same genre and style. I love it when bands sort of change it up, mix it up when they do a cover too, especially like when it's a metal cover of a pop song, for example.
Yeah,
Oh,
especially.
those are fun.
But I feel like with our style of music, we could have easily copy and pasted Under Oath type thing and like kind of like be lazy with it. So I'm happy that it's like not too far style wise, but at the same time, even people that know the song won't always straight away think that it's a cover, which is cool. We're looking to implement that song live properly. We're trying to not rush it, trying to do it justice. So I'm excited for that and change up our set a little bit, which will be cool.
No. Well, keep doing what you're doing because your music's awesome and the streams say so, I say so. The feedback obviously
That's big
is.
praise.
Mm.
We appreciate it.
And
Sam,
oh,
sorry, man. No, I was going to ask a very unrelated question. I'm sorry.
oh, you
Buzz,
can
you're
ask
under
the
it, under-
unrelated question, Eric.
Do you own a pair of Crocs?
No, I actually don't own a pair of Crocs.
Do you have a good reason as to why you don't?
I don't know. I just never felt like having it.
Have you ever worn a pair of Crocs?
Not that I'm aware of.
Maybe that's
And
why.
that's why you don't own a pair. That is why. You put a pair on. I refused to wear Crocs for the longest time. And then I put a pair on, they haven't come off my feet since.
Mate, I'm
Yeah.
just saying, if they're on your feet, you ain't looking at them. You're just feeling them. And it feels tremendous.
It does. And that's why we wear them on stage.
After a
Except for
long, hard
John.
day, slipping into those.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, John is having a little protest against the Crocs, which is fine. It keeps a bit of.
It's
bit of
not fine,
zest.
Eric. This is why he gets away with it.
It's
'Cause
fine. We
people
just keep
like
giving him
you
shit.
allow it.
But also, Nathan has seemed to think that like Kmart Crocs are the same thing, which you can have that opinion. I will not share that opinion.
Yeah, you're allowed to have your own opinion, but sometimes it is wrong.
Oh shit, John and
Well, when we
John
play
and
in
Nathan
Gippsland, bro.
Sorry.
When we play in Gippsland, bro, you gotta come with some Crocs, man.
Okay,
wearing
so
For
I
Heaven Alone
must.
show.
Yeah.
That's a
Must.
requirement.
Yeah. So not
We-
buying merch or buying a ticket to the show. I
Oh,
must.
no, you can do that
Nah.
too. We definitely would like you to do that too, but you have to come in Crocs. They won't
you-
let you in unless you wear Crocs.
After time, if you show up in Crocs and you're like unashamedly, I got Crocs, Heaven Alone. If you do something like that, you'll probably get a free shirt at that point. Like,
In
you're giving
Gippsland,
shirts out for less.
I think in
Yeah.
Gippsland, I'm not going to be able to get into the venue because if they see me in Crocs, they'll say, "Oh, Sam's wearing Crocs." It's like, Is this Australian like? I mean,
We'll make it happen.
We'll talk to the
We'll
door
update
guy.
the dress
don't
code
worry.
just
the
for that.
dress
If they're wearing
code.
anything but Crocs, anything but Crocs, not allowed in.
Oh,
Butt
If you're wearing
Crocs.
Crocs,
Butt Crocs sounds like a fun time.
we'll make that a thing.
maybe it
I'm
should
thinking-
be Heaven Alone, the must-wear Crocs tour of Australia.
Yeah, bro. How'd
Yeah.
you know?
I'm
That's in the
psychic,
works, man.
maybe. I don't know.
You've got an insider, man, don't you?
No, oh shit! You've given away my stuff over WebEx again. I'm screwed once this goes to air. Everything that's being said is just going to be out into the world, and everyone will be like, "Sam told us to wear Crocs when Heaven Alone to a Gippsland." I mean,
Sorry, man.
I think it's
just the
just
way
a
the
matter
cookie
of
crumbles.
time. Just a matter of time till we get a Crocs discount code that you could maybe even use at Anaconda. And
Yeah?
I'm proud of that. I'm gonna make that shit happen. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's gonna make our majority of our revenue. Heaven Alone discount code. Check the description
Can we
down
get
below.
Crocs official endorsement? That'd be lovely.
Right. I would sleep in Crocs.
I do.
I would get Crocs just
I
for
have.
sleeping. I've slept in
I've
Crocs,
slept-
but I wasn't
Yeah.
exactly in a bed.
I don't know if I'd go as far as what Callen said and sleep in Crocs. I might wear them eventually, but
I have.
I'm talking about sleeping
It's-
in Crocs,
nothing
not
to
sleeping
try.
with Crocs. All right.
No,
I know they got-
sleeping-
they gotta be.
Look, if
Many
sleeping in
holes to
Crocs
choose
is a
from.
crime, put me away.
That being said, you do see some interesting animals that people have, and like I've seen people with a lion and well, obviously snakes and that. And it's just like, yeah, especially pythons. I'd be worried that it would strangle me to death in the middle of the night.
I think that's what the owners like. That could happen, and they like the idea that it's a possibility. I'm
It's a bit
not
kinky
on the
that way.
page of, yeah, I'm not on the page of having a snake necessarily. There's a couple that I've liked, but I'm like, hey man, I'm glad he's in your house, not mine. But the thing is that all snake owners kind of come to terms with the fact that the snake doesn't really like them and just tolerates them, and if they're fine with that, that's okay. But if a dog didn't like me and just tolerated me, I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna get a different dog. Well, that's because
Damn.
all dogs I've met so
Damn.
far have loved me. So that hasn't happened yet. The
Well,
dog
be
needs
honest,
to love
Derek.
me as much as
Damn.
I love him or it or she.
All right. I think we're gonna be finding
Moving
out a
on.
lot of interesting stuff when this gets uploaded. Wearing Crocs, dogs, animals, weird and wacky shit, but I love it because it makes for good entertainment.
I'm team dog.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Just want to make clear. I'm team dog.
Oh,
Alright.
absolutely.
I think that's the funniest thing I ever hear after an interview is when the people say, like, after I message them, they message me back and go, sorry I rambled on, sorry if I talk too much. And I'm like, what the fuck are you like, in the nicest way, what are you actually fucking apologizing for when these bands and people bring the banter and the fun to it? I couldn't give two shits how much someone talks. And if I don't get a word in, then it's not the end of the world for me.
If
And
anything,
be fair, we talk
That's
a
good, bro.
lot of
Because Eric
shit.
talks a lot.
yeah, a lot of shit.
But Sam does have the tendency to go off topic, so you're not alone there, Eric.
Eric does too.
Fuck, I can't believe. I mean, and it's an hour already. I mean, have we only just started?
I think we should start a
Pretty
podcast.
much, bro.
At this point, we got so much shit to talk about. We should start our own podcast.
Heaven Alone podcast. I like that.
Crocs, socks, and not snakes.
Thought you were going to
Will
say
you come on
something
our
else.
podcast, bro?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
man,
can.
if you started a podcast, I would be on there within 5 minutes.
Look,
All right,
man,
you're our first guest.
Done deal, man.
it's
Done
signed.
deal.
It's signed in blood. All right, you can't pull out.
No, All right, I've got a piece of paper in front of me. Yeah, it's
Pinky promise.
Pinky Promise through WebEx.
Thanks, man.
Okay.
That's legit. Cisco certified.
That's a new one.
That's more where that came from, bro.
Oh, all right, back to seriousness, if I even know what that word means. What does 2026 hold in store for Heaven Alone?
Some pretty cool shit,
Wow.
hopefully. I mean, we're
Yeah.
potentially looking into a cheeky tour for a start. Either over east or maybe Southeast Asia. What else? We got a couple of cheeky tracks dropping. Hopefully, you should have. How many tracks do you reckon, Jayden? 2026. Give us a rough number.
Oh,
Whatever
I don't
he
want to be
says.
held to this.
Whatever he says.
I'm
just
gonna hold you to this.
I want to say.
But
I want to say at least. Well, technically, it will be 8,
Well, I was right.
7 or 8.
7
Wow.
or 8.
Sounds about right.
Nice to avoid the cursed numbers.
What's the cursed number, bro?
You know what they are. Moving on.
Moving on, I like that.
Nine?
Now, what else, fellas? What are we doing in 2026? Apart from probably buying another pair of Crocs because mine are pretty worn out.
Bro.
Yeah.
I'm due. Yeah, if we're Heaven Alone, I think just try and make sure we're fully applying ourselves and our creativeness, and, you know, find creativeness where we didn't find before. Like, try not to just rinse and repeat type thing. Try and you know, because you don't make a full sound. I think the first 5 songs you release, I think you're still developing it. At least that's the idea. You don't have to change every time, but sometimes it's time to change and evolve a little bit. And we got some aspects we want to include a little bit more, especially lately. I think we've been enjoying like the Linkin Park sort of influences, that sort of thing. It's been really fun. Not sure about
counterparts.
Counterparts, Linkin Park, like, you know, why not make a baby out of that, you know? Like it's it'll be cool. It's still keeping, you know, at the start we tried to really, the inspiration for Heaven Alone was a band called, I feel like heavily a band called Narrowhead. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but they're a good vibe. And we sort of came in with the idea of Narrowhead, Deftonesy sort of sound. Didn't really make the Narrowhead sound the way we wanted to, but it's not a bad thing. We sort of made our own thing from that. But we could always find a time to lean into that side a little bit more. Especially coming from like Jayden, coming from metalcore and stuff. It will take a few steps to get to a Narrowhead sort of sound, but I like the steps in between. It's cool. And I think Jayden's finding a bit more confidence in his live, clean voice. I think at the start he wasn't trusting himself as much. And I've heard this man from the bathroom to the shower to the jam room. I've heard him. He can do it. I haven't been in the shower with him. I was
Yeah,
outside.
fucking right.
Unfortunately.
Oh, that time at golf, we were close.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We're in the showers.
I
next
think
to
that
each other.
counts. I think that counts.
I think that counts. I seen both your butt cheeks, boy.
I think what I really want to get out of 2026 with Heaven Alone is it seems to have worked out this way that we put 1 or 2 tracks out per year. Just because they do take a little bit of time to put together. Like, there's a lot of thought that goes into the music. Even though it might be, I guess, more simplistic than a lot of like metalcore, like progressive music. There's a lot of that. There's a lot that goes into it. And I feel like we're all getting better at what we do. and that's speeding up the process a little bit. We've got, like Eric was saying at the beginning, we've got songs to choose from at the moment, which is something we've never had before. It's sort of been work on one track, put that out. But now we've got a whole bunch of tracks that we're banking up and we want to drop throughout the year. I think that's what I want to get out of 2026, is just dropping more music, more content, more stuff for the fans.
Bit more merch.
Definitely more.
Yeah, more
Maybe an
merch.
online store.
Yeah, bro. And
We
just
just need to get an
just
ABN sorted,
continuing.
Jayden.
Yeah, sorry. We'll sort that out. But
Always related to the ATO, man. I'm telling you.
don't tell the tax man. But I think, and just keep getting better at what we're doing.
Yeah, I think especially like our live performance. Like I think we've got a good thing going. Got a good crowd interaction that I personally haven't seen with too many other bands. Not no other bands, but I think we've, especially us live, I feel like our strong point is breaking that barrier between the crowd and us. Really getting a good thing going there, getting involvement, which is fun, and regular faces coming, which is awesome. Seeing the repeat faces wearing the shirt and stuff, but the more robust live performance that I think we all want to put our name to, that we know we can do. I think that's my goal, especially for us. Just get the sound in the head that's in your head out live. You know, what you can do. Come off with that big smile, like knowing that you've put that project out the way you wanted it and the way you wanted it to sound. Be proud of it, and yeah, not be too much in a rut. Not do too much of the same thing over and over. Try and explore a little bit. Yeah, just try and solidify our image while we make it. Like, not feel like we've left too much on the table when it comes to that.
But mainly have a good fucking time with it. Have fun. That's what we do. We rock up, we have a fucking blast. We hope that people enjoy it as well. And then rinse and repeat.
As soon as we forget to have fun, we're going to forget what we do. Because even shows where I feel like maybe we didn't do so well there, technically, I think some of them might be our best shows. Because the laughs, not just at us, I'm saying with us, you know what I mean? Like we just got a good vibe going in between songs.
Definitely some laughs at us.
One or two. I'm happy to own a couple of those. You know, if you make a mistake, don't just like kind of die inside. Just like have a laugh about it. You know, act it up a little bit. It's what it is. Mistakes I've been known to over focus on sometimes at the start, because like I said, it was my first band. So I had to learn how to kind of let go about a lot of that stuff, and seeing everyone else around me that maybe has a lot more experience on stage brush things off and like, it's fine, man, it was great. You did, like, everyone loves the show. That's all that matters in the end. And just don't beat yourself up. Don't get too serious with it. Just remember who you are. Make some jokes if you can. Try not to offend too many people along the way. Just try and get people to understand that we're just trying to chill out, have fun. Wherever you come from, wherever you are, let's just have a good time, man. You're here for the music, so let's bond on that, you know?
Let's give you some fucking music.
Yeah. Couple of laughs in between.
Plenty.
Yeah.
Need the laughter, need the laughs. That's just as important as the music, I would say.
Yeah, and sometimes even a couple of jokes get practiced in the jam room that we think will make it out, and sometimes it makes it out. And I'm like, hey, that's a part of our set now. So that's cool. And I really do like the fact that the way we act on stage is very similar to the way we act in the jam room. Like, we just try and take that on stage, and I want to keep that way.
Yeah, because we're just us. It's not like we're putting on a facade or like we're pretending to be, a super professional band, or we're trying to promote a certain image or lifestyle or whatever. We're just us, and it's not necessarily glamorous, but it's fun. It's relaxed. It's chill. We're just chill guys.
And another thing I think that could be good for us is getting a bit more personality on like Instagram and stuff. Because I think maybe people that come live for the first time don't really realize all the silly shit that we do sometimes. They like it most of the time, I guess, because they've said so. But maybe you can't always tell that from Instagram and all that. And maybe this Bunnings video is a nice little edge in towards that. Yeah, we got some random shit that we just want to share. And that
More
Bunnings
often
video
than
was
not.
great. Yeah, like I just like the fact that most people thought it was like a paid ad, and I was like,
They're like, Bunnings, do more of this. And we're like, we didn't get paid. What are you talking about? Someone bought a Ryobi drill because of our ad.
yeah, it's 18 volt Ryobi, 99.98.
99.98.
99.98 is pretty sick.
It's a good price.
It's a good
I,
deal.
I was in Bunnings the other day and I looked at that drill. I was like, not a bad.
Was it still on sale?
It was, and in fact, it was at the front of the tool kiosk area. They were trying to push that drill. I don't know if that's moved.
They
since,
know. They
'cause I
know.
feel like
They
the
pushed.
video
They put
wasn't-
it there.
It was in the aisle, and now it's right.
It was in the. That was at the front. They know.
I
They
think
know,
we've
man.
made an impact. I still am. I'm convinced
On
that
Bunnings specifically.
at the Bunnings general meeting, there has been a mention of our video.
I fucking hope so.
Someone has brought up the fact
The
that
board meeting.
should we have a mosh pit in the timber section? And I say yes.
I say hell yeah.
I would pay to see that. Like literally pay to see a mosh pit.
I'm
in
sure
the
we can make
timber
something happen.
area. Actually, I'd pay to see a mosh pit anywhere in a Bunnings store. It could be in the timber, it could be in the plants or the paint aisle, wherever. I'd actually.
Is there a
maybe we
Bunnings in Gippsland?
There are a couple of. There is 4 to my knowledge. There's one in Warragul, one in Morwell, one in Terrell, and I reckon there's got to be one in Sale.
We got our show venue sorted.
I was going to say, that sounds like 4 venues. That's a tour, baby. Let's go.
Keen.
What's their policy on sausage sizzles on the dance floor?
Sausage sizzles on the
As long as there's no
Right.
onions on top. No onions on top.
Oh no, not
Fucking-
this debate.
Still disappointed, man.
Oh,
Still disappointed.
yes, the old debate of the onions on top, onions on the bottom of.
I feel like
sausages
slipping on
and
onions is part
sizzles.
of the fun.
Sam, is it onions on top or onions on the bottom?
Oh shit! Now this.
Are you a top or bottom?
Tell us, man.
Oh my
Onions.
god, that was
Onions.
gold.
This is onions. Babe.
Onions.
Onions.
All right.
Tell us, bro.
I'm
This will
dead.
determine how the rest of the interview goes.
Bottom.
Oh.
I'm leaving.
Oh,
boy.
what?
See you later, bro. Can we hear your reason? Why?
I don't know. I just think, yeah, they just belong on the bottom of the bread. I mean, not on top. I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I'm looking at Cal's face now. He's
I'm
thinking,
just
why
telling
did
you,
I join this
For
interview?
someone to be the top, someone has to be the bottom. So.
Just...
But have you
Eric,
tried
you and
onions
your
on the
fucking
top?
balance.
Have you tried onions on the top, bro?
Yes, but it just it doesn't work for me. But
Can you guys hear my dog going absolutely crazy right now?
no,
No, I can't.
All right.
I might be.
All
deaf
right,
now
all right, all
as
right.
well.
Forget I said anything.
All right, we've gone
Might have to
from
call the cops in a second.
a dog barking.
Get that boy.
What's it barking at, Eric?
Bro, my dog is schizophrenic. It's like at the front window, there's a bush. At that window, he can't see through it. But as soon as he even like just telepathically guesses there's something, he will like bark himself inside out. He's just nuts.
Okay.
It's because back in the day, there was no bush and he barked at actual things. And now he's barking at nothing. Man's
He's like, I
crazy.
bet there's something there, man. I know there's something behind that bush.
Would you like to meet him, Sam? We'll
Oh.
take 1 second.
Oh, well, I've never actually seen a dog over WebEx. I've seen a cat.
Wow. Prepare to be mildly amused.
Go get that man. Go get your man.
So we're going to have a dog on WebEx in about 10
Official-
seconds.
Official Heaven Alone member.
The
I think we need to
mascot
get him his
Right now.
own webcam though.
webcam.
We get a
Dog
tiny cam.
cam.
I'd be
Alright.
king for that.
So Eric's gone off to find his dog, and this has turned into... Oh, there we are.
There he is.
Oh. So we have an official 5th member on the YouTube podcast WebEx meeting. Eric's dog.
Tiny is an absolute maniac. Don't let this cute shell deceive you.
It's not showing away
What up,
from the
dude?
camera, though.
It's
Like-
chill. He's even got a bit of a top hair situation going on. Gave him a bit of a
Bit of
cut.
mohawk.
Bit of attitude, you know.
No,
Yeah, what up,
shut
dude?
up, Sam. Don't say that. I was going to say a bit like the owner, but
You are not wrong.
Yeah.
oh shit!
Just say it, Sam.
If you were next door and I said that, I'd probably be in a lot of shit. But considering you're 3,500 kilometers away, I think I'm safe.
Look, I feel like saying some of that stuff out loud would get you a high five more than anything.
Respect, man. Respect.
Oh,
I feel like all of us three here became friends by shitting on each other and giving each other a bit of shit. So it's all good. That's how men bond, in my opinion, is a little bit of poking. And if you can't handle it, then you're not friends. If you can laugh about it, then who cares, you know? You weed out the people that you will offend, you know? Otherwise, it's a lot more difficult to keep everyone happy.
couldn't have said it better myself, honestly. But I won't
time-
say.
Tiny's about to go say it himself. He just went outside, and I know what that means. In about 5 seconds.
He's gonna go.
It's probably
Back
waiting
in
for his
that,
dinner,
man.
maybe. Oh, but it's still not that late in Perth. You've got to keep remembering that it's only 5:20 over there. It's nearly 8:30 here.
What's your bedtime, Sam?
Oh, not for a long time.
Are you a 1, 2 a.m. kind of guy?
Oh, used to be. Getting old, too old for that now.
What's your
How many
opinion?
pillows do you have?
Can I? Oh, the door's closed. Shit. I can't actually look. 3, 4, maybe?
Take that off right
Dusty?
now, Callen.
You can change your backgrounds. This is fucking wicked.
Take
Sorry,
it
I'm
off right
distracted.
now. That's like
I'm
aggravating.
Wait, take water.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that.
Your pants.
What's
What's
Mate,
your
they're already
opinion?
gone.
What's the most grilled cheese sandwiches you've made at nighttime?
an interesting question.
Sober.
Sober. Well, that makes it even more intriguing. Probably not more than 2. I don't think I've made more than 2 grilled cheese sandwiches in one night.
Rookie
Sober
numbers.
or drunk.
Well, I'd like that you've
Okay,
made them in the
okay.
first place, you know? I would just not like to admit my numbers now because, you know, yours seem a bit reasonable. So I'll keep my numbers up to your discretion to guess.
My gut would say
7.
otherwise, Eric. But
All right. Well, what about... No, ignore me. Jayden, your turn to speak.
just
What's up?
He's parking on the mic.
sup.
Sorry, I
Oh,
was looking for a background.
All right.
oh,
Looking for something
shit.
funny.
We have a chance for one funny childhood story each. All right. So
One funny
I
childhood
wasn't
sto-
prepared for this.
neither was I. I
I
literally just.
need preparation.
I'll go first to give you guys a chance. So when I was young, for some fucking reason, my mom never wanted to buy actual butter, and I loved butter. I was a butter boy, but the
still are, man.
margarines and the oil spread, like the olive spreads and stuff, did not tickle my fancy at all. And we went to this restaurant that always gave you those little butter capsules. I never saw myself as a thief. I took advantage of those capsules and filled my pockets, and I found pockets I didn't even know I had. And I went home that night, waited till my parents go to bed, and I'm like in my closet. And I'm like eating it. And I was loving life, man. Nothing tops that moment when I was eating that butter. And I was like, this is the good shit.
You're still chasing that to this day.
Oh, bro.
Nothing's ever been as good as the butter.
Butter. All right.
Butter.
That's one of my stories.
Yeah, I've got one. So this was back in year 8. And I just want to say that back then I hated public speaking or like being in front of people or whatever. So drama class was like a nightmare for me. Absolutely hated it. Anyway, we had this performance coming up. I was lucky. The teacher pushed it back a few times, so I got some relief out of that. But then I rock up, and it's the big day. And I had some nervous diarrhea. My pants.
Oh,
But I
But
shot
I was
myself, right? I shot myself. And my mate that was sitting next to me, he like obviously he obviously smelt it. He's like, "Oh, you shot yourself, man." I was like, "Nah, it's that guy." 'Cause there's this guy that had a reputation for he didn't smell so great. So I was like, it's him. Anyway, did the performance with the shit in my pants. And then went home straight away after. But not because I shot myself. I had an early finish that day because it was my birthday.
What a present.
oh no.
And then years later, I told that mate that was sitting next to me, I was like, hey man, you know that time in drama class? Yeah, I actually did shit myself. It was me.
Just nice to get that off your chest, right?
Yeah, it felt good. It's good to tell the world as well, because I feel like a lot of people were wondering that. So
That reminds me, I've got another story. After Callen, after Sam, if he wants to go, I've got another story.
I can't remember a story. I do have a couple of stories, but
All right, Sam,
they're not,
unless you want to
they're not
go.
great.
Well, dude, if it's a funny story, this is the
I
Eric's
mean, it's not
alternative
long.
podcast. So
Not long. I'll go one.
take-
Yeah, I'll go this one. So when I was a kid, still to this day, I've got a bit of a lack of a filter. I'll say shit before thinking about what I'm saying, and then I'll go, "Ooh, probably shouldn't have said that." This was before I realized, probably shouldn't say that. So I was probably, I don't know, like between 6 and 8. And I was at Baker's Delight with my mum, and this fella walks up in front of us, grabs some bread, and he was a dwarf.
Uh-oh.
And so I look at him, I look back up at my mum, look back at him, look at my mum. My mum looks at me and goes, "No."
Don't
And
say
I
it.
look directly at him and go, "Look, Mummy, it's a baby daddy." And he looks at me, looks at mum and goes, "Yeah, it's all right. I get it all the time."
Yeah, it's good.
And I was like,
Yeah.
that fella's see fucking respect to him. Fuck yeah.
This one
My little
time,
man story.
you're a
Oh.
liar, bro. That was last week. I was
Yeah.
there.
I saw what happened.
Hey,
This one
don't
time, I
wanna
was
get
at my
called out
friend's
for that.
house, my childhood friend. His name was Adolf. I will just say that, but that's not part of the story.
Oh no.
This is not a good start.
Ah,
This is
but
not a good
actually got-
start.
he's actually the innocent in this story for once. I was hanging out there. We had all these friends and stuff hanging out at this house. It's a pretty nice house. Like parents and their friends and kids and stuff. And I was like maybe 10 years old, trying to hang out with slightly older girls, trying to be all cool and shit. Running around trying to, play the game. I had a few too many shrimp cocktails or something. I don't know. Something was getting in my belly. So I was like, all right, I'll just quickly go to my friend's toilet, which happens to be an ensuite in his room, like a little bedroom and the toilet there, not much in between.
Ugh.
I go there and I rush. I sit down, I pull my pants down, I realize I didn't make it in time.
Oh no.
So my brain just goes to, all right, the best thing I can do right now, scrunch it up, put it in his cabinet, his toilet, right in the back of the toiletries cabinet. They won't find it for a long time. They'll think it was him, and I'm in the clear. I think I was not in the clear. I think I went there the next week, and I got the funniest looks from his parents. No words were mentioned about it, but I just want to imagine that moment when they're like, "What the hell stinks so much?" And they open up the cabinet. It's like fucking undies in the back there that are like just beyond repair. And yeah, so yeah, after that, I put on my jeans without no undies. I wasn't feeling so cool no more. I wasn't hanging with the big girls anymore. Yeah. So we're cool guys from Heaven Alone who 2 out of 3 of us have definitely shit ourselves. I think Callen has. Just
Brother,
won't-
I shit myself the other day.
Yeah, and I told you I
Fucking-
could smell
everyone's
something.
got a good shit.
I told you I could, I
Not
told you I could smell something.
today.
You said it was Jayden.
Not today. Oh no, not then.
You said it was
No, it was
Jayden.
fucking earlier in the week. I went to the gym. Fucking had like Mexican the day before.
Oh
Just
no.
finished my workout. Bro, I just got into the fuel station toilet.
Fuel station.
Didn't make it.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
I wasn't going to destroy someone else's fucking toilet. I was already on the road, and I was like, oh.
You want to man up your
Something's going on.
mistakes, drop the load, and fix it at home? That's what a real man would do.
That's what I did. I did.
No, you
I
went
accepted
to,
my fate.
you went to a petrol station toilet.
Yeah, because I had
Shitting
almost
yourself.
made it.
Arguably, shitting yourself is better than using like a petrol station toilet.
I agree.
I mean, they're pretty fucked up.
I'll do it. I've done
I-
it before. I'll do it again.
I accepted my fate. I just ended up going back home and fixing myself up, but didn't make it. It happens. Happens to the best of us and the worst.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Don't be sorry. It was great.
Sam, your story
Oh
does not have to.
fucking hell.
Your story does not have to involve feces, but it could.
But it can.
It
It
could.
involves
I
food.
encourage
It's
it.
encouraged.
Involves food. That's great. That's a good start.
And a road trip. This is it's not as messed up as Callen and Jayden and Eric's stories, but all right. So we were going on a road trip. I don't even know where we were going, but we'd had like fruit or something in the car, and you know, you used to throw things once they were done out the window onto the ground or nature or whatever it is. My
An apple
brother
core out the window.
asked me, is there anything else that needs to be thrown out? And everyone goes, no. But I'd forgotten that I had a pear core that needed to be thrown out. So as he's winding the window up, I piff the pear core against the window and goes all over my brother. And I'm just there laughing. He's like, you little shit.
Oh,
I feel like that's a win-win story. You don't shit yourself for one. That's not a bad start. And you don't end up with the mess. That's great.
I thought you're gonna have to like wipe yourself with the apple core or pear core, and I was like, man, try that. Doesn't work.
But it's always the childhood
Fuck.
story that gets brought up every time we're talking about road trips. Is that story?
Shit happens on road trips, man.
Yeah. But
Little shit most of the time. But it does happen.
I've got to be honest though, I'm a bit like Jayden. I don't like public speaking. Like, and everyone's like, "Oh, you do it," but I'm like, Yeah, but it's because it's over WebEx. But if you got me up in front of 100 people, I'd probably freeze.
Shit yourself?
Well, maybe not shit myself, but freeze. I mean,
Thank you, man.
I can't do public speaking.
Look, Matt, it happens.
If you were public speaking and like 100, 200 people, and you did happen to shit yourself, you're about halfway through. Do you acknowledge? Elephant in the room? Do you say, oh, what's that smell? It's that guy pointing in the front row?
Always
You-
pass on the blame.
Do you run off stage without saying anything instantly? Or do you finish up what you're doing and then hope no one noticed? What's your go-to?
I'm almost tempted to go with the last one there. Finish up.
Professional.
Don't pretend nothing's happened, because if you put the blame onto someone else, then it will look as if you're the guilty person. If you just finish up, go along with it.
If I was to do that, I would definitely
Fuck's
blame
sake, Ben.
someone. But I would look for certain people to blame first. First one to point the finger at is a baby.
Well,
Because what are
Well,
they going
it
to
makes
say?
sense, right? 'Cause
They shit themselves all the time. What are they going to say back? Nah, you shit yourself, bro. Check it. Check it right now. There's probably some shit in there.
Check that, baby.
I think I'd let
Check
everyone
that, baby.
know.
You
I
think
think
what?
I'd let everyone know I've shat myself.
That's
because
the other.
I make fun of it first, then
then no one else can, right?
Yeah, I've already admitted the ultimate truth. There's nothing
If anyone
more
gangs
you
up
can say.
on you,
Make me
like
feel
they're not
worse about
cool.
myself.
They're like, haha, you shit yourself. You're like, yeah, I told you. So what?
Yeah. What's new?
What have you got to prove, man? I already told you. Why are you bringing up old news?
I think that's the way to go. That's just me.
three very different opinions on what you would do. I like it. No one thinks the same. That's good.
Folding or scrunching? No, enough shit talk.
Back to
Enough
the
shit talk.
question.
Back to seriousness. Well, that's not gonna
Oh,
happen. on
Sam's
that
gonna fall asleep tonight and just like dream like everyone's talking about poo all the time.
Just don't shit yourself.
No,
Or maybe
right.
do, you know?
well, that'd be the
That's
worst
fun.
thing to do on WebEx, is probably do
Next person to
that.
talk about shitting themselves,
Has
you're out.
All right, in all seriousness, I really only have two questions left, because we've talked about a lot of stuff in this interview and the time has just disappeared, literally. Only
Yes,
feels like we
sir.
just started, honestly. Where do you see the band in 5 years' time?
Jayden.
Well, hopefully still together.
Yeah, that's
Which
a good
I think we will be. I think we will be, because the vibes in the band is very much we're all mates and this is what we do to hang out.
Yeah.
I would like to, in 5 years' time, see us, I mean, hopefully before then, but playing overseas, playing interstate. Hopefully able to do music a little bit more than what we do now to pay the bills. And just still having a good time. I think that's what's most important. Yeah. And hopefully we put a few more songs out by then too.
At least two.
We'll have at least 5 at our rate. One a year.
We'll break that spell, I hope.
No,
Multiples.
this year, mate. This year. We got it. No, I reckon
Hopefully I'll be
things
able to
are...
sing by then too.
Nah. Nah.
I reckon we've we've managed to get a few big names quite early on as to who we've played with and opened for, which was really awesome.
Wicked shows.
Yeah, like crazy shows that we never expected, and that's how it happens.
Mm.
Like the main support for Landmarks, that sort of thing was insane.
Yeah, Wind Waker show, that was wicked.
Baker was awesome, and those things are really cool. I would like to have a few more of those moments where it's like, damn, didn't expect I'd ever be playing with these guys, let alone see these guys, and then here I am playing with them. That would be awesome, and being able to do that in a few other locales that's not the same places in WA would be something to remember forever, and that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, I probably very similar to what Jayden and Eric said, just kind of still doing things for a good start. But moving on to bigger, better, more fucking wild shit that we realistically could never dream of. And just having a fucking blast with it. And
That's
at
the
least
most important
500
part. Yeah. That's the most important part, though, is that we're having fun. Which is almost impossible not to with this group of boys. But yeah, and I'd like to hope that 5 years' time we I don't know, at least for me, like push myself to do things I never thought I would do, experiment a bit more with our sound, and just keep growing as musicians and as a band.
Very honourable answers, very achievable answers as well, I think. But I think the big point out of that is just still enjoying it, still having fun. I think that's the main key to all of this, is if you're still enjoying it as much as you did last year or the year before, that means more than anything, really.
Well, that's
Yeah,
why you
that's
start
it.
playing music in the first place, because it's fun. Obviously, we all have ambitions and things we want to achieve with this band, and I think we're well on our way to getting those things. But I think it's important to remember along the way that we do this because it's fun, and it can be easy to get bogged down in deadlines, and I personally don't really like recording. Like, kind of sucks. Easy to get bogged
Really?
down in the process, but as long as we're remembering we do this for fun, then I feel like that's what matters most.
I mean, if we can turn it into a job at the end of the day, that'd be fucking wicked. As a bassist, I would love to get, $1.
If you can count that high.
I can't. Well, my max is 4, so I'm good for, another couple of digits.
Just say it, Sam. Don't hold it back.
I don't even know what I'm about to say, actually. The background of Jayden's is just... It's like, where's the microphone, or do I not want
This
to
is-
know?
This is
You don't.
this is the place where my nightmares take place.
That's Nathan's bedroom there, right?
I was going to say, it looks very reminiscent of the Saw first
not-
movie set.
Yeah.
Movie with the... but it's not a bathroom, it's a toilet. But there was a toilet in the first Saw movie.
And the boys will know I'm really not trying to talk shit. But Nathan's been known to love a toilet. He loves a good
He
toilet.
loves the toilet. Man is a fucking...
We will get reminded every time he gets near one. He will let us know. Boys,
He's a fiend for the throne.
I found a toilet.
I found it. Look at his stew.
Oh, if he was here, he would have some shitting himself stories to tell too.
Oh, bro,
I think
before we even
that-
asked
These are
about
some of the best.
Jada gets kicked off. He mentioned it.
Sorry. I just thought I had to put that out there. Maybe next time Nathan can be here.
Oh, I like the sound of a next time.
Oh, well. Sorry, is that too ambitious of me? Or...
No, of course it's not too
Very
ambitious.
presumptuous.
The last question is, what advice would you give bands and artists starting out?
You boys
Yeah,
go
just have
first.
fun.
Never too
Have
late.
fucking fun.
Never too late.
Yeah.
Have fun. You will have some non-ideal times. You never know what will happen if you keep pushing through those times. Everyone's going to have moments where they think, well, it's not going to work out, or I'm not going to find people to do what I want to do, find people I get along with, or anything like that. Or I can't do what I want to do, like as in skill wise. Just keep doing your thing. Before you know it, you'll blink and you've achieved an ability, and yeah, you've gotten closer to how you would want to perform. And you never know what doors open up if you just keep putting yourself out there. I'm trying to do that a bit more with unrelated things, but just music in general, trying to get some heavy vocal covers and stuff out. I found out the last year that I like doing screams and stuff. So I've only been doing it like for a little while, but I'm trying to push this year myself. That's the other avenues I was talking about, trying to push, see what happens if I try and frontman some heavy thing. Nothing serious, but maybe it does become serious. You never know if there's a member of like someone that wants to hear that, what you're putting out there. And so you never know where your music ability and taste will go if you push those things. So yeah, Heaven Alone's awesome. It covers a lot of bases. Definitely, like, don't be scared to diversify what you're into. If you're just doing one thing and listening to one thing the whole time, things will get stale and you will get stuck. And you might realize it until you kind of step out of that and realize, oh, I was kind of accidentally falling into this box that, like, it's easy to fall into because you see some people and bands that just do the same thing forever. Sometimes it works. Sometimes that thing has dimmed down a little bit. Never let that flame go down. Try and keep it interesting. And people might not like it initially, but guess what? You're not always doing it for people to like it. That might be the stepping stone for you to step out and do something that someone does like, and maybe someone hasn't done before. It's getting tougher and tougher these days to do stuff that hasn't been done before. Every day there's more and more things. And I just found bands the other day, a band that like had like 10,000 monthly listeners and like was awesome and really incorporated a few things that I like, that I really haven't heard done properly in the way that I had in my head until I heard them. Band called Bodyweb, pretty cool band. I think they're from the US. But I think those guys do the same thing. I can kind of hear that they all come from different backgrounds, and definitely you can hear where they're going to go from this sound. They're not some polished sound already, but you can hear the room that they have to develop what they're doing. Like that sort of stuff keeps me going too, because before I was in a band, I missed out on a lot of the smaller things in the scene. And there's like the biggest gems that I love these days are the smaller things that I found, the unique things that I've realized that are, you know, it's songs being made today, not songs that are being made 20 years ago. And, you know, not trying to repeat those things necessarily, trying to make it their own unique thing with those roots. And that's awesome.
Yeah, sorry.
You go.
I think a massive thing, like before I joined Heaven Alone, I was doing like another project thing. But a massive thing that I went through that was just like, don't put so much fucking pressure on yourself that, you know, you never end up making that first step. Like, being in a band is exciting. It's a lot of fun. And, you know, that's kind of how it should be. It should be fun. It should be, you know, we're going to play a show and we might not know when our next one is, but we're going to be grateful for what we get. You know, we'll push out some music when we, you know, have it, but it doesn't need to be, you know, perfect or whatever every time. You know, it's, you know, if you step back and like look at massive bands and go, oh shit, you know, we've got so much stuff to do. It's like, no, they were in the same position as you, and they just probably started out in, you know, playing in either a garage or in a fucking jam room, not knowing what the fuck they were doing, and then eventually something stuck. And even if it doesn't, like, you play to have fun, you play to hang out, you play to enjoy those experiences for the money. If you're playing to try and get fame, if you're playing to try and whatever, but you're in it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, and like it's a fine line, right? You say you shouldn't be scared to make mistakes and stuff, and 100%. Fine line between that and putting out something that you didn't put a lot of thought and effort
Oh,
into.
that's massively
Refinement.
different, yeah.
That's all part of it, right? You still need to try and refine what you're doing. At the same time, don't be all anal, like everything's got to be on the box. And like sometimes you need that structure, but sometimes something unique can happen in between, a little bit left or right of the box that feels good and sounds good and captures an original sound that's not too surgical. It's the fine
Well,
line.
like if you stick within like that box through the entirety of everything, you're just going to be the same as everyone else. Like you don't put out something unique. You don't, you know, portray yourselves as unique if you're doing the exact same thing as everyone else with the exact same formula. You know, it's not a tried and true thing. You can't just follow a method or like a fucking corporate structure to reach a certain level. You know, fuck around, have fun, let your personality show a bit through. And if, you know, if and when you make mistakes, own it, fuck around with it, have a laugh at yourself, learn, move on.
Yeah, like don't be scared. Like stepping on stage for the first time, probably not gonna go the way you imagined it. I actually
You're
100%.
probably going to shit yourself.
You might even shit yourself.
You
But
might shit yourself.
you'll come off that first experience just different. You would have grown. You would have been able to just let the shit slide and see what you can do on stage and surprise yourself. Even like I've been known to be a little bit rigid at the start and stressed. Right, once I just like fucked all that off, let go, moved a little, joked around, things change. So try and just let go of that tension and make that night fun. Be a little bit silly, be a little bit loose. Like it translates really well when you're just letting go versus trying to be something, trying to act something.
Yeah,
My opinion.
I agree.
Everyone who agrees.
Jayden.
Say I.
I don't know if I'm qualified to be giving advice, but I think my
Shut the
advice
fuck
would
up,
be
yes.
You're overqualified.
as a songwriter would be just to write music that makes you feel like music that you want to hear. I feel like there's a lot of pressure to do what everyone else is doing and do what's big at the time. But I think you just need to write music that feels true to you, stuff that you want to hear. And eventually, like, you'll find your audience and people that connect with what you're doing if it's genuine. I feel like there is a lot of bands who kind of just do what they think is cool at the time or what they think people are gonna like, and that's fine too. But just for me, the only songs I can write are songs that mean something to me. It's like genuinely what I like. So that's my advice
And
to
you know what?
anyone out there who's wanting to write songs.
You know what, Jayden? I like what you like. It's good shit.
I like
I'm glad.
I like
Thanks,
that you
bro.
like I like what you like.
It's very nice.
Talking about that, I think our proudest achievement is like what 11 listeners in Kazakhstan.
Yeah. Oh,
Shit.
bro.
Bro,
In a month.
that's my
We're at-
proudest achievement from Heaven Alone.
Yeah.
We're reaching the real people there, bro.
Oh. But no, that's completely all sound advice that Jayden, Eric, and Callen have mentioned there. That's totally. There's some very, very good points in each person in what they've said there. I think the other thing is in the music scene, like, not that Sam's in a band, but I think the number one rule in being in a band or in the music industry is don't be a cunt. Pun the language.
Eric?
Don't be a cunt. Yeah.
Pointing fingers at me. I agree with that. Don't be a cunt, Jayden.
Now,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
could
fellas.
never.
To be fair, I
Yeah,
think
fellas.
if you're a cunt in the scene these days, you get sniffed out so quick. I've just seen it happen before my eyes so many times. Where if those people let that facade slip a little bit, and you can see like some people's real intentions and attitudes in the scene, it's just like, to be honest, mind-boggling. Where you can see them just get destroyed. I'm glad that there's less and less room for people who are negative and don't treat others with the respect that they deserve. Obviously, nothing's ever perfect, but it's good that you can see the community really want to have a certain standard of person around, which is awesome.
Well said.
and look, and I've interviewed a lot of bands, as I've said, and I've got 100% strike rate of everyone's super chilled, super awesome, not a cunt. They can be funny and be a cunt, but I mean,
Oh, big difference between a good cunt and a bad cunt.
That's about as Australian as it gets. We're all cunts,
Fucking
just
oath.
depends which kind.
Aim to be a sick cunt.
Yeah.
because of the most times that word's being used on any YouTube episode.
You started it, mate. You
Oh, I
started.
did, yeah. But it is.
Green flag.
Oh. Well, that's all the questions I've asked Eric and Callen and Jayden from Heaven Alone. We've had some questions asked to Sam already. Is
What do
there
you-
any
I have
others?
one more question. Yes. What do you think makes a true legend in the scene, in your view?
Oh, good question. And that's a... How to answer that actual question? I think what makes a legend in the scene is someone that goes above and beyond to help anyone by promoting their music or being a PR person, putting on shows, just doing anything to help the scene in any way. It doesn't matter if you're in a band, if you're not, whether you have an interest in music or not. If you are, promoting shows, setting up shows, promoting bands, sharing bands, that's just as important as being in a band. And I think that's what it takes to be a legend. Now, there are a shitload of legends in Australian scene here in Victoria and around Australia that do that and more. And I think we need to honour those people because they're the real legends in the scene.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. It
Fucking
takes
good answer.
many legends to build a legacy, I reckon. With no one person has changed the world ever,
No.
but every single person has played a part in changing the world. And behind every big name and person, there's thousands of other names that have carried a significant weight and done a significant part. I agree, man.
And
You're a bit of a
so-
legend yourself, Sam. Have you known? Do you know that?
Yeah, see,
do a lot
this
of
is
work.
where it comes full circle, and I know people are going to say you are, though. In the scale of things, I don't see myself as anyone else but Sam, as weird as that sounds, because I'm doing what any person should be doing.
Yeah, but you're doing it, man. So that's all that matters. You're putting in the yards, and
Being proactive.
you're, bro. I can't think of many people, if anyone, right now off the top of my head, in Australia that's doing as consistent work as you. So that's what matters in there. Like and this true love of the game. You ain't getting paid for this shit, bro. That's what matters to me, I reckon. Different if it's your job to promote stuff and all that. And you're on some radio show with a contract and stuff, inevitably there'll be some facade, but I think you're just in it for the love of the game, man. So that's awesome.
I think for me here in Victoria, I think there is one or two people that have literally I look up to that do so much for the scene. And funnily enough, one of them is a radio presenter in Bendigo, is Eddie, who is the vocalist of Space Goat, but also does Heretic Frequency. I can't think of anyone in Victoria that cares so much about promoting local bands on a radio show as much as Ez does. And I think if everyone did what Ez did once a week and promote 10, 15 bands from the local scene, that's 60 a month. That's however many a year that we need to promote. Like, this isn't a disrespect to North Lane and Polaris in Heart's Wake, AC/DC, etc. They're already huge here in Australia. And I love them, but we need the smaller bands to get more noticed.
Yeah, I can appreciate that, man. But yeah, it's all rite of passage. I don't think it's ever a good thing to think, oh, it should be me and we deserve that. I think that's a bit of a toxic trait if you think about it in some way. But if you strive for something and if you're open to it for it to happen, you put in the work. You're thankful for the other people that are spreading the word, spreading your name. Just a wholesome approach towards that is good. And I think that could be double-sided. And I've seen a few people sort of shoot themselves in the foot with this idea where they think they're entitled to something. Where honestly, man, like no one's entitled to anything. It happens, and I'm sure North Lane is appreciative of their position. They're a bunch of awesome guys, awesome musicians, with an awesome team around them. And from what I can tell, I don't know them personally, but from what I can tell, they seem to be very wholesome in their approach, and they're not trying to have their heads bigger than anyone else's around them. Like they're trying to stay grounded in life, which I think is very important. And you can hear that in their music. Honestly, you can hear that they've grounded themselves, and they've not tried to ascend themselves to be some special people. You can hear that they've stayed true from the start, even though they've changed vocalists and stuff. They've stayed true to that down to earth sort of vibe. And I don't know, but I feel like you can just tell they're not up themselves necessarily. They might be proud of what they've done. That's a different thing. Yeah, it's just the wholesome approach that I think is very essential. Not expecting.
Absolutely.
I had a question.
Yep.
What do you want to achieve this year, Sam?
Oh, I love that question. All these questions have been amazing. And what do I actually want to achieve in 2026? Well, maybe landing a big fish band-wise on the YouTube podcast. Like, I know that's shooting for the stars and all that, but I don't know, maybe a Thornhill or a Ocean Sleeper, maybe. Like, look, I did interview Ione a few years ago from Ocean Sleeper, but like Thornhill and Ocean Sleep are probably my two favourite metal bands, both in Victoria and probably in Australia right at the moment, along with Alpha
Thornhill
Wolf,
is awesome.
obviously, and
Thornhill's
Speed.
sick.
But yeah, I just want to land a big fish on this. That's probably the one thing I'd like to achieve in 2026.
Sam, man to man, just a favor when you do get North, like Thornhill or someone on, just ask their opinion on the Crocs. So I
I
can
knew
know,
that was coming.
so I can know whether or not to keep listening to them or not. Because right now I love them, but it might change.
Oh, I love that. That's hilarious. Ask them.
But like Ocean Sleeper would be Crocs guys.
Yeah.
I reckon.
I feel like.
Gimpy boys are croc guys, so Ocean Sleeper would be. Just Sam's not, but that could be
Nah, that's all right.
changed.
That's going to change
That
after
will
this
be
interview,
changed.
right?
Oh,
That's it.
what? Okay, we're going down that path, are we?
What's your address? I'll send it to
On-
you right now.
I am not
We're sending
giving
you
Say it,
Crocs.
say it out loud.
not giving my address out over WebEx. Not a good idea.
Not again.
Docs Sam on his own podcast. Fucking hell.
But no. But to answer that question, Jayden, big fish, but also I'd love to just continue and enjoy what I'm doing, which right at the moment I'm loving this. It's not about the views, it's not about subscribers and that. It's about, am I enjoying it? Are the bands enjoying it? If that is two answers a yes, that is all that matters right at the moment.
What shirt are you wearing right now, man? I'm trying to figure that out.
Revoid, I think. They're from Queensland. I'm looking down on my shirt. It looks weird over WebEx. I think it's Revoid.
I
Yeah.
like it, man. Who's this?
Too many. Whoa. That looks like, what's his name from Breaking Bad? Oh, no, it's the
Mr.
Godfather.
White.
Oh.
The Cook Father.
It looked like Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad.
No, it is.
Oh, it is. Ah.
It's him, but they try to make it like a Godfather type thing. They call him the Cook Father,
Now,
but it is him.
bit of useless information about Bryan Cranston. For those that are old enough, like myself, who was a massive nostalgic Seinfeld fan of the 90s, not a lot of people will know that Dr. Watley from Seinfeld is the same guy
Yeah,
as
dentist.
Walter from Breaking Bad.
I was going to ask you about Seinfeld, believe it or not. I was about to ask your opinion on Seinfeld.
I
So that's good.
love Seinfeld.
Yes. I agree. So, what's the deal?
We've been known to pull that one a couple of times.
Look, if we're going to get on a Seinfeld talk, we could be here all night. I'm just warning you.
Still one of my favorite moments, and this is recorded somewhere on a USB, is we're playing this live show, and Nathan, mid-song, throws out his shoulder, and everyone's kind of like turning around, freaking out, and he's like holding his shoulder. Oh. And you can't see the video, but you can hear on the audio, I'm like trying to help Nathan and stuff, and Jayden's there like, what's the deal with airplane food? While Nathan's just in pain.
Just throws out a what's the deal.
I
And
forgot about that.
Yeah, he fucking turns around. He turns around. He's like, bro, what do we do? What do we do? And I'm like, make a joke. And he goes, what do I say? And I go, what's the deal with airplane food? And James like, all right.
somehow, 10 seconds after that was said, you can hear on the mic something about smoking crack. I don't know what happened there.
No,
But
because we went to replay it. So we went to start again because Nathan got his shoulder put back in, and fucking we were like, all right, let's give it a crack.
Oh, then
And
I said
you
smoke some
fucking you go, yeah, it's smack some crack, and I was like, no, don't do that.
crack. But you heard a laugh. You heard a laugh,
There
and
was
no
a-
one
there
in the
was a few
audience
laughs.
knew I was not kidding.
Just for the kids out there, don't smoke crack.
Yeah, I would know.
Don't smoke crack. Heaven alone, 2026.
Nah,
smoke
I
crack.
haven't smoked crack. Crack's expensive.
Oh,
Fucking hell. All right.
how do we go
What's
from
the deal
there?
with airplanes?
I think
Oh.
we've learned don't give Eric a mic. Let Jayden keep the mic.
I think Eric should get a mic, but with a mute button.
Yeah. And Callen doesn't even have a mic and he's saying that, so I don't know what it is.
I got Max. Wait, you guys just haven't been able to hear me the whole fucking time.
No,
we're
we've
we're
been
just reading
able
your
to
lips.
hear you fine.
Yeah.
Reading your lips, bro.
Well, actually,
Sign language.
technically, no one can see my microphone.
Yeah,
either.
where you hiding it, man? Under the
Yeah.
onions?
No, it's on to the left of me, where the blue cupboard is. It's just out of sight.
Prove it.
All right, there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
'Cause
the
pe-
Blue Yeti USB mic, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But yes, a lot of people are probably thinking Sam doesn't have a microphone when he does the interviews. It's like it's out of sight because not that I don't want the microphone to be on the screen, but it's a bit more, I don't know, professional, if that's a word.
I agree.
Same.
Keep the microphone out.
Yeah, the microphone should never be in front. That's
I'm doing the
No.
most unprofessional thing. And honestly, I kind of did this on purpose to make John in our band squirm. He loves it when I hold the mic, especially to record something. He absolutely loves it. He's on board with me holding a mic, especially
All the
during
time.
something like this.
Yep.
And so I'm doing this for John.
Because he'll love it.
I honestly just wanted to look like one of those cool podcast guys with the mic, like hanging out. But obviously, I didn't get the memo that that is not the right thing to do.
Oh,
Hey,
it's
Jamie.
fun.
Pull up the clip.
Anyway, you want to have the microphone or?
Jamie, how many gorillas are there in Arkansas? Something crazy, like 1,000? All right. Do you listen to any comedians?
Some comedians, yes.
I'm not talking about Joe Rogan. He's not a comedian. He's a scientist. He's a very smart, tall, handsome guy.
With
No, he's
luscious
never
hair.
wrong. He has luscious hair. But ever heard of old Shane Gillis?
I can't say I have heard of Shane Gillis.
Don't look him up.
Oh,
We'll send you some stuff, man.
He's good. He's good.
you got to watch Tires.
Ties is a good Netflix series. It's good.
All right, I'll have to check that out.
One more
After you watch
question.
this.
Are we
What's for
going on
dinner?
pace for the longest interview ever, actually?
Wait,
what's the
longest?
Getting there.
We're going
What's
for
the
a
What's the
record.
timestamp?
We can beat it.
The longest is priorities at 2 hours and 45 minutes. What are we at? Like 2 hours and 20?
2:26. We got this, man.
We'll get there easily.
I got a
Nah,
few
what's for
questions.
dinner?
What's for
What's
dinner?
for dinner?
What is
What's
for
for
dinner? What's on the
dinner?
stove?
Shit, yeah, it's 10 past 9. It's more going to be a midnight snack nearly.
What are you having?
Grilled
man?
cheese?
Let us know.
I don't know. Whatever's in the fridge.
I'm sure there's some
What is
cheese.
there? Can you
like
take
it.
us to your fridge? Can we look inside?
Can't reach.
Oh, you got it right there? I need a fridge right here.
I think I've
Bro,
got some
he's got the
spag
setup.
bowl in there, lasagna.
Hell yeah.
Something Italian.
Good
I feel like
answers.
something Italian tonight, so it'd probably be spag bowl or lasagna.
I like
Hell
that.
yeah.
That's brilliant. So when are we coming over for dinner?
That's an interesting question. 3,500 kilometers away. That's a
Alright,
long
we'll
road
just
trip
start-
for dinner.
I'll start walking right
Start
now.
having a get on the road and probably see in a couple of years.
Oh, a couple of days, I think, is probably more realistic than a couple of years.
Well, if we're walking,
Eric will
Oh, well,
get
if you're
sidetracked.
walking, obviously.
It's
Yeah.
the whole thing.
I'll find a mushroom along the way and be like,
You'd see a
I'll end
lot
up-
of Australia if you
Don't
went
eat that.
from Perth
end up in
to
Papua New Guinea, be like,
Oregon.
where's Sam? Sam around here?
Surely
been
a feed
swimming
at
for days.
Sam's. Surely a feed at Sam's when we play in Gippsland.
Oh, I reckon you could stop by my place when you play Gippsland. I think that's definitely on the cards.
I think
Stop
we'll be
by.
crashing.
Yeah, stop by sounded a bit show up and leave type thing. I thought it's a bit more like, oh, what's in the fridge, man? That's what
We ain't really a show up and leave kind of band.
you have to call the cops to
Sorry,
get me to
man.
leave, bro.
Oh,
Pretty much.
can't be that bad, surely. Oh.
Yeah,
When I'm done with your toilet, you'll see.
There'll be another
Get a
story.
flogging.
Oh.
Jayden would know when we were in Bali when I've taken a shit when he's left. He'd be like,
What we've
That
done
thing
with
copped
this.
a
What the
flogging.
fuck happened?
But it copped it from me too.
but I
Oh.
noticed I was the only one using the toilet paper. So what's that deal, Jayden?
Yeah, I'm more of a
He's got
white
clean
mask,
snaps.
shower kind of guy.
I'll wipe
You
your ass on
fancy
the shower.
fucker.
As long as you
In the
didn't,
shower.
as long as you didn't drink the water in Bali, you'd be right. Because,
You can't do that?
well, not in the shower. Because you
That's
get
where I was drinking all my water.
belly fever or whatever it's called.
I bought one bottle and I refilled it in the shower for the whole trip, and I'm fine.
That's why
Okay.
you spend so much time
I
on the
wouldn't say
shitter, bro.
fine.
No, I
Lost a
didn't.
few brain cells over
I don't have any to lose.
there. Amen to
I have to
that.
gain one to lose one.
All right.
Zero
this
takes zero.
is about the only time I don't like in the whole interview. And I'd love this to go on and on and on and just keep going.
You're trying to get us out of your house, man. We get it.
We get it, man. You've got
It's
other things to
alright.
do.
You
We
don't
got
want us
spag
to
bowl to
take the
eat.
record. We won't.
You'll be the longest on the YouTube. You've got the longest
Yeah.
interview
We'll
on
take that.
YouTube. So,
Wait, okay.
So that means the
We're happy
best,
with that.
right? Okay.
this is the only part of the interview I hate is the goodbye.
Damn.
See you, man.
Well.
It was just like that.
No, not. I didn't mean it like that.
Good. It's been a pleasure, man. I know it's difficult to get rid of us. I know. But honestly, it's been a pleasure. I think we've been trying to do this for a while. Just only worked out now, and I'm glad we're on the YouTube version with the record of the longest podcast.
Yeah.
We'll do it again for sure, and I think maybe we'll do some of our own podcast because it's pretty fun.
Let's
And
get you on there.
I want to be part of the Heaven Alone podcast.
Man, well,
You'll be the first
Oh, yeah.
guest.
I'm sure you're ready for the uncensored version of this chat. So
Oh god.
Actually, just on the end of that, if there is anyone that actually does want to interview me, because I love interviewing bands, don't get me wrong, I want to be interviewed though. So if there's anyone with a podcast that's looking for guests, hit me up.
We've
Let's make
given
it
him a
happen.
taste. Now he wants a meal. Let's do it. Hell
But
yeah.
no, this has been an absolute pleasure talking to Jayden, Eric, and Callen from Heavy Alt Rock band from Perth, Heaven Alone. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've had a ball. It's honestly
bro.
felt like 5 minutes,
It's been
not
great.
2 hours.
It's been
It's
awesome.
gone
Thanks for
fucking
having us,
quick.
bro.
bro, have a
No
good one,
worries at
man.
all.
See you
I'll
around.
send you the link through tomorrow and share it around. People will want to hear you guys, not me. That's understandable.
Nah, you're the biggest part of it, mate.
I think your podcast would be very successful if they were able to mute certain people like me.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
if they want to hear me, they can.
I agree.
It's like I've muted
I just
Callan
wanted to
this whole
say-
time.
yeah, I
Oh.
haven't heard anything Callen has said this whole interview, but
no, he said
Um,
a bit.
I
I'm
just
a
wanted
man
to
of
say
few
thank you, man.
words.
Shh.
I just want to say thank you for your support. Thank you for listening to us and giving shit about us. We're just trying to do our thing and have fun, and I'm happy that we've connected with you in that way. And appreciate you having us and putting up with us for the last 2 hours.
And enduring our shit yourself stories.
Yeah, thank you. I really had to get that off my chest.
Can we And we end it all with like a fist bump.
Fist pump through WebEx. I was about to say through YouTube.
Yeah. Up, Sam. Camera up, Sam. Come on.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Fist
Yeah.
pump over WebEx. I've done it all now.
I felt that, man. All right. Thanks, guys.
Well,
Enjoy your Italian, bro.
I'm gonna go take a shit.
Spagbowl. Do it, bro.
I believe
I
him
knew you
too.
were waiting for that.
I can see the look in his eyes.
My
He's had to go
undies
for quite some time.
are
Yeah.
heavier than they were at the start.
All right.
Boys.
Absolute pleasure
Catch
having
you
you
later.
alone,
Fellas.
Callen, Eric, and Jayden. Have a great night, and I'll chat to you soon.
You
And
too.
Eric's gone.
He's got a
gone.
shit.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, Sam.
Legends.
No
Take care.
worries. Catch up.
See ya, man.
See ya.
That's it.
Bye.
Bye.